Okay. Let's get to it, man. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are in the Winning Real Estate House, and today we're going to be talking about 10X Vets Explained. Good morning, everyone. My name is Anthony Glenn. I'm a buy and hold investor. I got my man Ian Jensen up in here. Let me make him a moderator real quick so I can go ahead and rock on the ones and twos. Okay. And then I'm going to bring up a couple of my friends real quick. Let me see here. Alexis, come on up, guys. Today we're going to be talking about 10X Vets Explained. We got a lot of information to kick it with you guys today. Listen, I'm super excited at where we have what we got going on today. Man, there's so much information that we have to kick. Today, we already got 25 people here right now. This is going to be a crazy room. I am live on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and not Instagram, but Facebook. Let me see. Facebook, YouTube. Okay. We're on Christian Mingles only. We're everywhere today. And today we're going to be talking about 10X Vets Explained. Today we're going to be talking about how you can get into 10X Vets, how we landed a deal. We're going to be talking about what we're going to be doing with real estate professionals. We're going to be talking about how we're going to be expanding this thing out to one big movement with Grant and Elena Cardone with our partnership. And it's going to be stupid, man. And I want you guys to come up, get on stage so you can ask your questions. I see a couple of my homies down there at the bottom. I see Eugene, come on up. I see JP down there. Come on up. I see my sister Yamaya. Go ahead and raise your hand and get on stage. And then I also see Constance in the building. What's up, Connie? Bring y'all's tail up on stage, okay? Let me make Connie a moderator here. Still waiting on Sierra and Bruno. As soon as they get into the building, we're going to rock on the ones and twos and tell you guys about this launch thing that we're about to do. Okay, and I got a couple of, I'm going to go to Connie first. Okay, Connie, can you tell the people who you are and what you do? And then I'll go to Ian, Kyler, and then everyone else. But guys, we landed a multi-million-dollar deal with Grant and Elena Cardone right off of Clubhouse. And we're going to tell you guys how we did it. And we're going to tell you guys how you can get involved. Connie, you want to tell the people who you are and what you do? Outstanding, Connie. You guys can hear me, right? You guys can hear me? I hear music. Okay. Yes. Yes. We're live. Okay. We are live on. Yes, we are live on Facebook. We are live. We are live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking to you guys about a couple of things. Number one, what is 10X Vets? Okay, we're going to talk about that. Number two, we're going to tell you, we're going to pass the mic around for the people who went to the event so you guys can know what it is. Okay, some of the people and some of their feedback on what we learned. And if you see, we're bubbling up on Instagram. A lot of people are posting on threads and all types of other stuff. We're just going to be talking about what we learned from that event and how it's going to be coming to you. And then also we're going to be talking about how real estate professionals and mortgage professionals can get involved in this, or investors as well can get involved in this movement, man. So let me reset the room. Guys, you are in the Win in Real Estate House. I want to give a special shout out to Ian, Kyler, Constance, my brother Sonny, Eugene, Anthony, JP, Sierra, Samara, Otis, Ashley's that's in the building, Yamaya, D Love, everybody that pulled up on the scene. Man, we got a lot of information to pass, man. But we're gonna be telling you guys about all of the things that we're gonna be. Oh, okay, got it. Yep, got it right here. About to change that right now. I'm glad that you said that. Let me change the room to if you guys could change. Can y'all hear me? What happened? Can can you guys hear me? Outstanding. Are we public now? Okay. Outstanding, man. We wanted to give that quick introduction, man, before we start rocking on the ones and twos. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are in the Winning Real Estate House, and today we're talking about 10x vets and how you guys could get involved, man. So right now, I see my brother Juan that's in the building. We're going to be doing some business with him. Man, I'm telling you, this thing is going to be insane. We already have 69 people here right now, 82 people here. So here's what I'm going to ask you guys to do before we get started rocking on the ones and twos, okay? Down at the bottom, you'll see a little clipboard, okay? Every single person, if you're trying to make $1 million or more in real estate for veterans and reach 20 million veterans, 21 million veterans, I want you to get on stage. Raise your hand and get on stage right now. Because we're going to be looking to partner with some people who want to help vets. We're going to be looking to build and grow with you guys. Okay. And then we're taking this thing on a national level. Okay. Right now we're simulcasting on Facebook and YouTube. Okay. And Twitter. Okay. I'm currently on Twitter. So for those of you, who's on Twitter Spaces. I am on Twitter Spaces as well. Okay, and we're going to be talking about 10X Vets Explained, how we got the deal, how you can partner with us, what that looks like if you're a real estate professional, mortgage professional, or military spouse, or a veteran, how how we were recognized with what we're doing, and we're looking to get reach 21 million veterans with the biggest marketing person on the planet, Grant Cardone, and his lovely wife, Elena Cardone. They have given us a deal that we could not refuse. And all you guys got to have is a good product. If you got a good product, sometimes all you need is gasoline on the product. And that's what happened right here on the app. So make sure you guys get on stage here. I got a lot of moderators to give a quick introduction to. And then I'm going to go over to my sister Sierra first and let her kick it like a sensei. Then we'll go to Ian and everyone else, man, because we got a lot of information to pass. Okay. And man, Sierra, you want to tell the people who you are and what you do? And then we'll go to Ian, and then we'll go to Anthony Renew and give a couple of other introductions with our faculty members, JP, our teammate, Samara, okay, that was falling asleep at the event. But we got a lot to talk about. Sierra, over to you. Outstanding. Thank you for joining us, Sierra. And let me go to. I want to go to the ladies first, man. Can we put a one in the chat if you want me to talk? If you want to hear from the ladies, let's go to the ladies right now. Okay, Sierra, Samara, you want to tell everybody what you do and who you are? All right, outstanding, man. And somebody ping Juan into the room, and then I see Sasha that's in the building. Sasha, you want to tell the people who you are and what you do?
Officers. I'm excited to be here and excited to learn.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Let's go to Bruno. Let's go to Bruno first. Let's go to Bruno first. Okay, let me go back. I want to get started, guys, so we could talk about some of the feedback that we got from the 10x Vets thing. And then, guys, right now I got a whole staff right now working. We are on Facebook Live, okay, and we're also on the YouTube Live as well. Okay, it says Mr. Smith says, got a guy on my team on your YouTube Live, and the guest speaker's audio isn't coming in. I got my staff back here working on it. We'll get to it. Okay, but let me talk about what 10x Vets is real quick. So for those of you who just got here, I see that we got 15 shares. Okay, here's the deal, guys. I need at least 10 more people to get on stage right now. I'm going to explain what 10x Vets is, and then we're going to get, I see some hand raising moderators. Help me get the people on stage that have their hands raised. I see 8 people. Okay, we need 9 people. I need a couple of more people. Okay, 10 people. Okay, get on stage right now. Okay, and let me give you what 10x Vets is. Okay, number one, 10x Vets. Can you hear me now, Mr. Smith? Tell me if my YouTube is coming through live. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. I am on Twitter Spaces, and then also post the actual YouTube link at the top, please, if you can. I want to make sure people know who we are and what we do. And then I see you, Dr. Ashley. I'm gonna come to you and Kyler next for a quick introduction, but I want to get this information out so you guys can hear me. Okay, 10x Vets. Essentially what we are here to do, okay, is we want to, there's a couple of things that we're doing. Number one, we're looking to partnership. So number one, put partnership in the chat. Partnership. Put partnership in the chat right now. Every single person here, put partnership in the chat. Partnership, 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 okay? We're looking to partner, okay, with a few good agents and real estate professionals and military spouses that are looking to help us reach 21 million veterans. Okay, what does that look like? Okay, is Juan here? Bring Juan up. Okay, that's my brother. Okay, make sure he gets a mod bean. He's VIP, so make sure you bring him up. Okay, he runs real estate all day. Shout out to Juan for allowing me to kick it like a sensei in his room and share information. I definitely want to come to him too. Okay, here's an example of what this looks like. If you're a realtor and you're trying to, and you want to learn how to get into help more veterans purchase property and help more military spouses get financial literacy through the VA home loan benefit. Okay, this is the place. Okay, so basically what happened with us is that we were alone and unafraid on Clubhouse, kicking information on how to win in real estate through the VA home loan benefit. Okay, and I'm gonna see if I can try to get some people in there from the event. I'm gonna ping some people in. I'm gonna try to ping. Maybe I know Grant and Elena are doing speaking engagements, so they might not be able to come up. But I do have our staff that are here that are equally important as them, because we've been teaching this information since 2005. Okay, Connie and I have been teaching this information, which led to us growing a massive real estate company, a massive mortgage company, a nonprofit, and now Win in Real Estate YouTube channel and a mentoring and coaching program for agents. Okay, so this is what 10x Vets looks like. We kick an event, boom, we go to Texas, okay? And let's see here, Ian, I want you to go to the states that we're gonna go to first. We're starting in California, but this is what this looks like. Let's just say you're a real estate professional in California. No, not California, Texas, all right? And you want to become, we host a big 10X Vets event in Texas, right? and 600 people show up and they sign up. Okay. We teach the VA loan masterclass. We teach personal and professional development for military spouses to either get into business, buy, or build a business, and personal professional development. And then, we teach agents how to win in real estate with building their business around vets. Those now you get certified through our VHC brand ambassador course to become a 10X Vets agent, right? And then when we teach that business, our mortgage company with Constance and Samara and Anthony, along with the other loan officers. And then what happens to that after that, you get the lead. Okay. So now there's a couple of things that we have. We have mentoring and coaching agents. Okay. So you go through that process to make sure that we know that you're a rock star agent. Number two, you get certified for being a 10X Vet certified agent, and then you get the referral based business. Now, the reason why I said partnership is first is because the only way that we're going to be able to reach 21 million veterans is that we have to have enough ambassadors and enough real estate professionals that know VA. And there's a huge lack of information about the VA. So guess what? Grant and Elena saw an opportunity to link up with us, to pour gasoline on what we do, market, and give that information out to the masses in order for us to scale. And if you notice, our team, the 13 agents and mortgage professionals that went, you can see that their Instagram has been blowing up. Okay. And the reason why it's been blowing the heck up is because now they understand the power of partnership. So I want to pass the mic over to, I want to go to Constance first, and then I want to go to Bruno, and then I want to give Anthony and just I want to hear some feedback. This is popcorn style. What do you guys think about that? And then I want to give Bruno an opportunity to introduce themselves. Feel free to jump in. Jump in, Connie. Outstanding, Connie, and thank you for that ad. And this is the reason why we want to talk about this, because every single one of you guys that are in real estate, you get an opportunity to do what it is that we did at a very high capacity. Now, I want to go over where is Betsy here? Okay, I don't see Betsy. JP, are you there? JP, can you tell? Now JP is a Navy veteran. Okay, he's currently he's rocking and rolling down in sunny Southern California, and he joined our team. He became a partner with us approximately 7 months ago, somewhere around there, John. What was your experience from the event that you went to? Just can you tell the people, and then explain it in your own words what you heard, what you were able to capture from the event. outstanding, and thank you for joining us. And as you can see, our team, a lot of our team members are actually here. So if you are a real estate agent or a mortgage professional, or you're a veteran, or you want to serve vets, I want to see who's here in the audience. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you're one of those people. If you're a realtor, a real estate investor, you're a mortgage professional, or you are, a veteran, you're seeking to help veterans, put a 1 in the chat. Okay. I see some people. I see the chat bubbling up. I see Sylvia, Sonny, Yamaya, Rentrepreneur, Latasha, Shonda, Samara, Betsy. Oh shoot, man. Hey, we bubbling up, man. We are bubbling up, man. Hey, let's get to it. Now, let me reset the room, guys. You are in the Win in Real Estate House. Make sure you click the Win in Real Estate House and join the house if you got a red ticket. Also, I want to give a special shout out to our staff. Today, we're talking about 10X Vets, what it is. We talked about partnership, how you can become a part of that. Basically, what we're going to be doing is that we landed a huge deal to where we're going to be flying across the nation, and we're going to be serving and assisting veterans on how to become real estate investors, and then also personal and professional development for military spouses. That's our give. Okay. And then also, if you are, we're going to be teaching people who are not veterans how to partner with vets. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. Okay. So I see 12 hand raisings. Moderators, please make sure that you guys are helping me. And then what we're going to do today, we're just going to be talking about our experience. We're going to pass the mic around, talk about what 10X Vets look like. And then also here shortly, I'm going to post a link at the top, the waiting list, because we have our soft launch is going to be at 10X Ladies. We're actually going there. And then Elena and Grant will be talking to us and basically giving us a soft launch at the 10X Vets event. And then we're also going to be telling you guys how you can become a part of that movement. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be stupid. Okay. And we're going to be sharing some information on some statistical data. And Anthony, if you're there, or Samara, or anyone who went to the event, I want you guys to show them or tell them how many emails, text messages, and phone calls that they make, because they're going to be doing that for us. So if you're looking to grow and scale with us, you're going to be able to become a part of that. And remember, I want to pass the mic over to my brother Bruno. Are you there? Okay, so Bruno, tell the people who you are and what you do, and talk about your experience from the business boot camp that we went to, and what was your key takeaway? Outstanding, guys. And then this is the type of stuff that we're doing, guys. We currently have 172 people here right now. We're going to set a goal of 500 people. Here's how we're going to do that, guys. If you guys are excited about partnership, and brother, if make sure y'all give Eric a mod bean. I just see him pop in the room. I'm on a different platform, so I can't see everything. So moderators, make sure that Ian is going to post a link at the top of the room. Okay, it's going to be the 10x Vets waiting list, guys. Put your information in there. Okay, he's going to post that link at the top so you guys have it. Okay, and then also we're going to post our YouTube link on there because guys, I need your help. The only thing that I'm going to ask you guys to do is I'm going to ask for your help in order to get this thing bigger. We're only 420 more watch hours from our YouTube channel from going viral. Okay, so I'm going to post our YouTube link here at the top after as we go through the space, and I want to make sure that you guys are part of this movement because the people that are coming in here with the mod beans right now, a lot of them are members. But as you notice, after we went to the event, you're seeing a whole lot of content getting pushed out. On social media now, you see people getting in the routine of growing and scaling. Okay, and I see Yeon on stage as well. Yeon, come on up because she's a part of our mortgage team. But the biggest and fundamental thing, man, is that you can't do this by yourself, guys. You're gonna have to do it with a family. Okay, when you get in, not if everybody I want everybody on stage right now to come off their mic and say when. WHEN, not if, but when. Say it right now. When this thing blows up, okay? We told you guys about 6 months ago that this thing was happening. We told you guys that we were going to partner with Grant and Elena Cardone. Now you see the logo. Now you see our staff that was comped to go to the event. You see us with you see us with Jared rocking and rolling on the ones and twos with him. You see us taking pictures. Now we're on the launch phase. So we're going to be doing these events. If you want to be a part of this movement, you're going to have to support us in what we're doing. So right now we're on Clubhouse. There's 81 people here right now. Here's how you can support. Right now down at the bottom, you'll see a little clipboard. Okay, down at the bottom. Okay, hit that clipboard, raise your hand and get on stage. What that does for us, if you're in the listening lounge, that brings your audience on stage. Okay, we're trying to blow this space up. So I want to give a special shout out to Eric for coming here because he brings a lot of diversity to the space. I want to give a shout out to Ashley, Sierra, all of the people that are here, Ian, Constance, JP, Samara. We is much powerful than me. Okay. And now you see our staff coming as a collective. Dr. Ashley here bringing her audience and this thing is going to blow up. 20 million veterans. I don't know if you guys know what the capacity is, but the biggest thing that I like about this scenario is that we are helping military spouses get into the workforce. That's our give. Our serve is building financial literacy through the VA home loan benefit, how to buy property, how to cash out refinance, how to do everything, all things encompassing the VA loan. And then it just feels good because 10X Vets is going to be the biggest company, the loudest company that is actually doing this. Now, put a fire emoji in the chat if that inspires you and you feel all snuggly inside, because we're going to burn this thing down to the ground. And then every single state is going to know that we are the Amazon of financial literacy for veterans, with veterans, by veterans, with your help. Okay, so I see some fire emojis in the chat blowing up. I want to pass the mic over to brother. Let me go over to brother Eric to give him a quick introduction. We got a lot of people on stage right now. I want to make sure that we get through these moderators because we want to get down to the nitty gritty and talk to you guys about how you guys can partner with us to grow this thing on a national level. Okay, before it starts getting pushed out on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. And I want to pass it over to my brother Eric, and then I want Juan to let the people know who he is and what he does. Go ahead, jump in. Hey man, we love you, Eric. I just want to say that publicly, brother. We love you. We love the support that you give us. Thank you so much for coming here, and supporting this room. And special shout out to you for starting the legacy room, man. I think that I know that thing's gonna be crazy, man. Getting rid of all of the orangutans, lizards, and everything else, and getting down to the meat and potatoes of people who are making an influence on the app, right? So absolutely, man. Absolutely. My brother Juan, are you there? Hey, man. Thank you for showing up, man. Can you tell the people who you are and what you do and what room you run? Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I got a little bit of feedback. Okay. So, guess what, man? Look, now what you guys are seeing right now is you're seeing a masterpiece in the making. Okay. Let me explain what I mean by that. Sierra, I'm coming to you next, and Ashley, I'm coming to you. Following that, Kyler, I got you as well. You guys are seeing a masterpiece. Can y'all hear me? Okay, so right now what we're doing is I'm currently on Facebook. Okay, y'all can see my face and my sunburnt nose. You'll see my man the bearded Ian Jensen over there kicking it on the ones and twos, and we're actually on Twitter Spaces right now and Clubhouse. And we're doing it all at the same time. And as you can see, our staff is working very diligently to make sure that this thing gets done the correct way. And I would tell you guys, I want y'all to put this in the chat before we move on. I want y'all to put make adjustments in the chat right now. Make adjustments. I want every single person in here to put make adjustments in the chat right now. Here's the reason why I'm telling you guys to make adjustments. It doesn't have to be perfect, man. Sometimes, like right now, I can see Ian all up in his closet, right? He had the door open, right? I could see, you can hear noise going on in the background. You could see all of this stuff, man. How many of you guys right now are waiting on your stuff? How many? Okay, ladies, I'm gonna pass this over to Dr. Ashley and the ladies. I want to hear from the ladies, and I want to go back and I just want to go through everybody. We have so many people, and I have so much stuff to talk about. But ladies, how many pictures do y'all take with the right angles? Put a one in the chat if that's you. You take a picture, you feel like you don't have the right angle. You're doing all of this stuff. Y'all can see me, y'all can see my face. You're trying to get the lighting right, and you never post a picture. Put a one in the chat if that's you. Okay. Betsy is the master of this, right? Sasha, I see you. Okay. Listen, the picture doesn't matter. The purpose is above the picture. I'm going to say that again, man. Y'all should clip this. The picture does not matter. The purpose of your message and the value in your message is what's going to resonate with people. Okay. So as you see, the mic going out and all of this stuff, guess what? I'm taking the shot. I don't give a damn if I miss. I don't care. But guess what? If I got the ball in my hand, I'm gonna shoot the damn shot. So, and that's what 10X Vets is about. We're getting this thing. We launched this thing. Okay, we're sitting in my kitchen, writing on the many hours, waiting. Your purpose is much bigger than that perfect picture that you're trying to get. So those of you, stop trying to get in the game and make adjustments. And that's exactly what we're doing here today. All right. So I want to pass the mic around. Who wants to jump in about Dr. Ashley? Are you here? Can you jump in real quick? Dr. Ashley, are you here? Okay. Dr. Ashley is probably parking. Who wants to jump in? Anthony, anyone? I want to talk about the 10X Vets thing and tell us what you learned. Samara, anybody on stage can jump in. Go ahead, jump in. Samara, jump in.
One of the things as far as adjustments goes that I noticed and that you've been saying for a while, but of course it takes somebody else to say it again, right? So you've been saying to promote, 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 post, post, post. And what I was resisting was the attention part, right? Like I don't like attention. And you told me at the event, like if you don't like attention, then you don't like money. Like you have to promote yourself. You have to promote your business, promote, 10X vets. And so that was one thing that really clicked for me, was like, damn, I must not want money. I must not like money if I'm not trying to promote my business. So I just wanted to say that.
That's right, man. Promote, 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 man, because the most recognized person is going to be the best person any day. And that's the type of stuff that you guys are going to learn with the 10X vet stuff, right? There's no way that we can be able to do this alone. So I want to go to Anthony Renew and Sierra. Sierra, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so I want you guys to let's do a little bit of role play, okay? And I want you guys to kind of understand what this looks like, okay? So here's a scenario that Anthony is going to paint out with Sierra, okay? There's a veteran that comes to the event, okay? Now, Sierra is a realtor in California, okay? Anthony Renew is going to be a realtor in Texas. Tell the people, explain to the people how the 10X Vets process is going to work. Go ahead, jump in.
So, this is Sierra. As the realtor in California, I'm working with a veteran that is PCSing to Texas. And so I reach out to Anthony and I say, hey,
Hey,
you've been vetted, correct?
yes, I've been through the course.
Oh, that's wonderful. So we do have a veteran that is coming out to the Texas area. He's looking to get a multi-unit property, and he also wants to use his VA loan. Are you open to working with him?
Absolutely. I assume he's already been pre-qualified with the Military Mortgage Group.
Hey,
Shout
Absolutely.
out.
He
Shout
has
out to
been
Connie.
qualified.
Pew, 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 pew.
He has been qualified, and we do have a survey that he filled out to give you a little bit more details about his family situation, as well as what he's looking for when it comes to the multi-unit.
Perfect. Yeah, send me his contact info and that referral agreement, and let's get it going.
Sending it over right now.
bingo. Now, what now? Essentially, what this is, that's a fraction of it. Okay, so let's just talk about this real quick. Boom. So we host an event. We're in Texas. The agents that are 10X Vets certified will get that referral-based business. And then what we do is we teach you guys, we certify you guys through our brand ambassador course on how to win with the VA loan. On top of that, there's a military spouse component to it, to where you're actually bringing those people into okay, so just to give some statistical data, okay, a military spouse is 30% higher on the unemployment. Unemployment rate is 30% higher regular than any other place, because it's very difficult for them to get settled in. The reason why we're doing this part, and this is the part that I love more than anything, the referral-based business is great, but the part that I like about it is that for those of you who don't know, that don't know how the military works, is that usually the military spouse always puts their career on hold, and the veteran always gets recognized. And here's a couple of compensating factors to that. Number one, it's very difficult for them to maintain a job, specifically because if they have a family or anything else, they carry on the role of the leader, protector, provider, and the nurturer in carrying the home. Being a stay-at-home mother is a full-time job, guys, already, right? That person enables that veteran to go out, whether it be a husband or a wife that served on active duty. That person is essential, is the core of that military person to be able to accomplish the mission. Before they get ready to go on any type of training, the fundamental thing that they want to make sure, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, Space Force, and everything else, is that they want to make sure that person that is serving on active duty, his home is in order and his finances are in order. So in order to do that, if I deploy for 6 months, that family member has to do things that they wouldn't normally have to do without a teammate. So what we've been doing right now, we're the only company that's going to be able to focus on getting a transferable skill on a national level. And that's either buy a business, maintain a business, or scale a business. And complementary to that, if you're a real estate agent, what you get from our Wire Mentors course is that you're going to learn how to be a savage in real estate. You're gonna learn how we were able to do over $1 billion in sales. You're going to learn how we built this team that you see right here with being complementary to each other, and then we all eat collectively. Okay. One thing that we've been solid on, and I want to open up the mic to the people that are on stage, all of the people, Betsy, JP, Samara, is that one thing about real estate agents that they like to do is they like to move singularly. And that is not how you build a business. How you build a brand that's so recognizable is that if they don't get the deal from me, they're going to get it from Ian. If they don't get it from Ian, they're going to see Constance post. If they don't get it from Constance, they're going to see Eugene doing an open house. If they don't get it from Anthony, they're going to get it from JP. If they don't get it from Sierra, they're going to get it from Samara, and so on and so forth. This is the hardest thing to teach real estate agents. Look, if you notice, I have all of the people that are on stage. This is not about me. This is not the Anthony Glenn show, because the brand is bigger than a person. Here's an example. Tesla is bigger than Elon Musk. Okay. Amazon is bigger than Jeff Bezos. You understand what I'm saying? So when you understand that concept, Tesla is the Trojan horse. Right? Elon Musk is just a part of a bigger piece of the business. So as we scale and we talk about this 10X Vets movement, you guys can become a part of that. Buy or build a business, number one. Personal professional development for military spouses, number two. And then VA Loan Masterclass to get veterans into the real estate market and build a recession-proof niche for and by veterans and those who support veterans. Let's freaking go. The mic is open. Who wants to jump in?
I do it real quick. So something that I wanted to add, Tony, that you mentioned for everybody here, when we're talking about the military spouses, man, the thing that makes us a little bit different and a way that we are trying to leverage our knowledge. So we are trying to leverage our niche, the things that we know better than a lot of other people, right, is real estate, right? So what we're trying to offer is that if you have a military spouse or somebody who's constantly having to pick up and move, drop everything that they're doing, right, is by letting them get into the real estate industry, in the real estate space, whether it's them becoming real estate agents, whether them becoming real estate mortgage professionals, or even them becoming real estate investors, right? That's ultimately something that we're doing organically to be able to train them and give them the tools and the skills that they need for them to continue succeeding regardless of the place that they move to. So something that can be remote, something that can essentially help that veteran transition to where a lot of times, guys, I'll tell you, man, and this is coming from somebody who, like Anthony, a retired veteran. So after 20 years, I'll tell you that a lot of times veterans and people who serve, they serve and they stay in for as long as they do because they aren't sure about what life is going to look like once they get out, right? So by us trying to support veterans, it's fundamental for us to understand that the support that the veteran has, right, a lot of times will trump everything else. Because now if you have a home that's stabilized, right, then one, he can go to work and serve better, right? Or if he reaches the point where he says, you know what, I've served my time, I did my 10 years, 4 years, 6 years, I don't have to do 20 years to provide stability for my family. They can go and then, because a lot of times you got guys who join the military when they were 18 years old. So they don't even know better. They're still trying to find themselves, who they are as individuals. But now this will ultimately allow them to say, you know what, I'm going to go look for something else. I'm going to go try to find my passion because my spouse is already holding it down. She's already being able to provide for us and the family. So it's again, guys, it's something that is so much bigger than what a lot of people are even thinking about, right? And this can be for for the real estate niche that we're in, but this also transpires to everything else, right? The big takeaway with us partnering with Grant Cardone and Elena Cardone is the fact that we are opening opening the opportunities or creating the opportunities for veterans to get into business and owning businesses, regardless of what the business, what they consist of, them owning and selling, buying and selling businesses, becoming entrepreneurs with some of the greatest people in the world. I'll land my plane.
That's magnificent, man. And let me reset the room, guys. And Bruno said it, hit it right on the head, man. Listen, you have an opportunity to get into this. The link is at the top. Here's the deal, guys. If you understand what 10X Vets is, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you want a little bit more explanation. Does anybody have any questions so far? Anybody have any questions about what we're doing and why we? I'll see Brandon Smith. Okay, Brandon, what's your question, brother? What question do you have, Brandon? You could either type it in the chat. What question do you have in regard to what 10X Vets is and how we're going to be rocking? Okay. Teresa Adams, can you guys do me a favor? Moderators, keep an eye on the hand raising and bring everybody on stage that raised their hand. Okay. Let me reset the room right quick and we'll go to these couple of questions. You in a winning real estate house and we're talking about 10X Vets Explain, how you become a part of that movement. Right now we're live on Twitter Spaces. If you guys, we'll post a link at the top here in a minute so you guys can see us live on YouTube. Okay. And then we're also kicking it like a sensei in our Winning Real Estate Facebook group and on Clubhouse. And we're talking about how you guys could partner with us to become a freaking animal with the 10X Vets movement. Okay. Winning Real Estate. Okay, Wired, you see the hat right now that I have on, and Ian Jensen over there in his studio. If you guys want to be a part of that, you can become a part of that. And we're going to talk to you guys next after this. We're going to give you some VA home loan nuggets. That way you can kind of understand how we were able to formulate this partnership. And then also we're going to tell you guys, listen, this is not... We're not licensees. We're partners. There's a fundamental difference. Licensees mean that you get a license, you go through the training and then you are able to sell the products. That's not what we're doing here. This is a actual partnership with Grant and Elena Cardone. Okay. And I want to tell you guys, listen, audio is up and running. Okay. We are, when I said make adjustments, I see that there's some spelling errors, some grammatical errors from they're not professionals in hooked on phonics, but we do we are up on YouTube out here winning in real estate, guys. And then I have Ian Jensen coming to you live on YouTube right now on our YouTube channel. And then we're going to post that link at the top because we're going to need your help, guys. I'm going to post in the chat. I'm not going to post it at the top because I want to keep the waiting list at the top for the event. It costs you no money to get on the waiting list, but we'll send you more information about what we do. There are 2 requirements that's going to there's 3 requirements it's going to require for you guys to get into this program. Number 1, you got to get training. You got to know how to talk to veterans. Okay. Number 2, you got to put the people over the profit. Okay. Because not everybody, every veteran that you're going to help, you're not going to make money always. Some of it is going to be, you're going to have to sacrifice sometimes to help that veteran get into that and earn that relationship. And then the next one is that you got to be thoroughly immersed and committed to the process of what we're doing. And that's why you see our staff here on stage. Talk to you guys a little bit about that. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do, I need at least 15 people to raise their hand. If you guys want to hear the story about how we were able to make this partnership with Grant and Elena Cardone and walk you guys through the process, okay, I want you to raise your hand. I need 20 people before we go to that story, okay, to raise their hand and get on stage. Because what that's going to help us do is that I want all of you guys to put support in the chat. Support, the word support. Put support in the chat. Support. Okay? Support. Every single person that's here, I want you to put support in the chat. Support. Okay. The reason why I'm asking you guys to put support in there is because, listen, we didn't do it alone. I did it with Bruno. I did it with Jess. I did it with Betsy. I did it with Anthony. I did it with JP. I did it with Eugene. I did it with Ashley. I did it with Connie. I did it with Ian, Kyler, everybody that's on stage. I did it with you guys. I did it with my man Juan. We didn't do it by ourselves. We did it with a family. Okay. I want to open up the mic real quick. And I want you guys to talk about why support was important to getting this space going. Yamaya, JP, anyone on stage, any one of the moderators, jump in and tell us what you've actually seen, what you've been actually able to work on, and how did we get here? I want you guys to talk about it. Go ahead, jump in.
Well, I'll jump in, Anthony. So one of the things that was, expressed at the conference, the 10X Growth Conference or the business conference, and that we've seen over these past couple years is you can't get big by yourself. You said it over and over again here on Clubhouse and on different platforms, but you can only get so far. So like myself, I had a real estate team, I thought was quite large and we're doing well. And, it's going to come a time where you're going to hit this plateau, right? Like you're going to hit this peak, and that's about all I can do by myself. And then I collaborate with you and Connie and the team there, Bruno and Sierra, and Jess, we're all together now. And we're growing farther, faster together, right? And, you're partnering with Grant and Elena, right, to go farther, to reach more folks and to reach those 2 million, the 20 million vets that we're trying to reach out to. So, a lot of folks are just thinking, like someone mentioned earlier, in this singular mindset, right? As agents, we kind of stay focused on what we want, and just try to, it's a cutthroat world, right? So we don't think that if through collaboration we can go farther. And I've learned that over these past few years, and it's been a blessing. So from the conference and just from through real life practice, we've been able to do a lot more by collaboration. So that's my 2 cents.
Outstanding. That's good, man. I mean, we wouldn't have access to Chula Vista like we do if it wasn't for you guys. We wouldn't be thoroughly immersed in the Navy community and building that out, which is a bigger military platform, without you guys, So when we're looking at this thing, and the support is the fundamental part of it. And when they were talking about the foundation of any type of business, if the support is not there, it's going to implode, right? So as you grow and scale out your business and you're looking to grow bigger, further, faster, and you have a good support system, then you're able to build higher. And that is one of the key takeaways that I learned from the event. And thank you for that ad, Anthony. I want to go with that. Who else wants to jump in and talk about, what they learned from what we went to the 10X event?
I want to talk about just what he talked about, how much that you need more people in your business to solve the problems. Because that was a really cool thought about it, because he really kind of mentions how you can leverage time and get stuff done. And especially when you have a team that is really dedicated to high performance, right? So they were saying, like you say, you don't have the staff to expand your workforce. You can incentivize them to work more hours. If somebody has the opportunity to get the things they want, they're going to work towards it. And that was something that I really took away, and I thought it was great. So that's a good way to take your workforce. So say you have 2 employees working, working 40 hours a week, that you're stuck at 80 hours. But if you get 2 employees to bump it up to 60 hours, then you immediately go to 120 hours, and you didn't have to add any more people. You didn't have to add any more, labor hours on the front end to hire those people. And to expand that even further, he used his own example. Like, let's just say on the low end, he had I think he had 600 employees, 900 employees, something like that.
Yes.
But so let's just do easy math. Say it's 1,000 employees. All right. So one person, like the CEO, like Tony or something like that, he's doing it all. If he worked 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, he could only work 160 hours? If he was the smartest person in the world and they worked the hardest ever, he could only physically, there's only 160 hours in a week. Although if he had 1,000 employees and they each worked 40 hours, that's 4,000 hours in a week. You can't keep up with that. It doesn't matter who you are. You have to have more people helping out to working towards the mission, and you further that and throw gas on it by incentivizing them and creating that culture behind it that makes them want to not only be a master of what they do, but they can see their future coming to life within the company. Back to you, Tony.
And that's really good, guys. And this is the part, guys. If you guys click the link above my head to get on the waiting list, put a 1 in the chat, okay? Because he talked about commitment too, okay? He said commitment, and accountability are 2 things that he talked about. If you click the link and you want to be a part of this and you put your information in there, I want to see who's actually committed to help us expand this movement. Put a 1 I want you guys to put a 1 in the chat. Okay, I see one person that committed. Okay, all right. Who clicked the link, filled out their information, and and then, okay, I see Samara, that's 2. Okay, Matthew, I see a couple. Okay, all right, we bubbling up. Okay, Steve, I see you put a 1 in there. Betsy, I see you put a 1 in there. Philandis, Teresa. See, guys, this is what it takes. Okay, you're trying to get big, you got to do it with more people. We're going to make more money if we partner with more people. What I like, the biggest thing that I took away from this is that what I analyzed is that all 13 people, and then Otis, is Otis still here? I don't think Otis is here anymore. What I saw, what Otis told me, he said, man, what do you guys, what happened to you guys while y'all were at the event? What I saw is I saw a whole bunch of people collectively posting the same message. Now, what is 13 times 1,000?
13,000.
So if I post and I have 1,000 people on my Instagram, that means that that many people are going to see my post, right? But if I have 13 people posting the same message, I have 13,000 impressions. So that means 13,000 people, their friends and their friends' see that we're at 10X Vets and they want to be a part of it. Okay. Put a 2 in the chat if you guys saw our Instagram bubbling up and you saw all of our stuff bubbling up on Threads and Instagram and Facebook. You saw a lot of content getting pushed out from that event. So right now, our organization in totality is probably like around, with all of the people, all of the people that support and people that are in our CRM, close to 100,000 people. Now, our media business is probably close to around 50 people, 55 people, somewhere around there with all of our businesses. Now, from that perspective, actually a little bit more than that, probably like around with Military Mortgage Group, Veteran Homeowners Club, Remax Liberty, our staff, our content staff, probably like around 75 people, right? Imagine if all 75 people with 1,000 people on their social media platform are posting information about 10X Vets on top of Grant and Elena Cardone, with, that send out a mass amount of emails, text messages, phone calls, and all of that stuff. Imagine how big this thing is going to be. So that's why I say support is very essential to growing and creating a momentum in business. And the only way that we're going to be able to do it is by you guys raising your hand, coming on stage and getting in the movement. You saw it real time on Clubhouse, us doing this and building this momentum collectively as a people. Now, I want to go over to my sister, Jess. Jess, are you here?
I am.
So Jess Nascimento is from Georgia. Okay. Georgia. I want to tell y'all that is this is my brother Bruno Nascimento's wife. She's also she is a professional in the dentist industry. She's also a real estate professional, and I want her to talk about. Okay, so there I was. She was at my house one day, and we had an event, and what she did is that she will not leave anyone's house without making sure that the house is straightened up before she leaves. Okay, I don't know why she does that, right? She will not leave the house without doing that. And I'm like, and I like being around people like that because they understand the importance of supporting people and helping people. Jess, without further ado, can you tell the people who you are, what you do, and tell us what your experience was from the event?
So my name is Jess Nascimento. I am a real estate agent here in Southern California. Like Tony said, I'm also in the dental field. I am a mother, a wife. I'm also a military spouse. So, going to this event, it was incredible. It was a lot of information, a lot of things that were already mentioned, about partnership. Like Samara said, also with promoting yourself, that's a big thing that I struggle with as well, is putting myself out there and letting people know who I am. I think I've been an agent for 2 years plus, and not a lot of people know I'm an agent because I don't promote and market myself. So I think that's a really big thing that some people struggle with, myself But the partnership is big. The one thing that I really, really, enjoy is the military spouse aspect because I am a spouse, so I understand how important it is to get these spouses out there to be able to have some personal and professional development. A lot of the times when you are a spouse, you lose your sense of having goals, and you don't feel that encouragement of going to do anything, or you're just home, you're taking care of kids, you're holding down the fort. So I think that this is going to be a big thing. I'm really excited, to help spouses get into the workforce. I'm excited to encourage and educate, and empower, these spouses, so they're more stronger and confident, and so they have a purpose, and they're able to get themselves out there and get back on the road of having goals again and feeling good about themselves. That's it. Thank you.
That's really good, man. And then I want to say this because I can do this because they Bruno and Jess is I know Bruno is like, I've been telling you this for so long. You need to do it. Sometimes we don't need to hear it from you, Bruno.
Preach.
Don't nobody want to hear from you. Sometimes it takes for us to hear it from someone else. Put a 1 in the chat if that's you. Bruno is gonna be like, I'm gonna send Anthony to the goo. But sometimes you got to hear it from other people, man, because I'm that person. Sometimes I need to hear that, hey, man, Anthony, you let us do it, man. We got it. We could do it. Because I have a problem with, grinding so much that I have people that can help me, right? You got people that can help you. Put a 1 in the chat if that's you, man. If you heard what I just said, man, like, who's that person that is working and grinding in their business and you're just alone and unafraid and you're rocking and rolling and you have help, right? And other people will help you. And that's why I want to say, guys, like, look, man, do you understand the power of if you had one other person in your business that had the same message? So this is what we have to work on. This is what I'm guilty of. And I wrote down these couple of things. And I see China that came up. Catherine came up. Viviana's here. Okay. I see Sonny that's here, brothers. Entrepreneurs here. Thank you guys for pulling up. Really appreciate you guys. Listen, it doesn't matter how it gets done as long as the mission is the same, right? I am totally guilty of that. Trying to do everything, trying to drive the direction, not listening, fear of letting go of stuff, understanding that people's not always out to get you, afraid of putting my content out there because of what it's going to look like, not launching this YouTube channel because of how I feel like I'm going to sound, right? Sometimes it's good to shoot the damn ball, okay? Everybody on stage right now, unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Right now, if you're on stage right now and you're listening to me, I want you to unmute your mic and repeat after me. I will
I will.
Well,
take the freaking shot,
Take the
Take the
freaking
freaking
shot.
shot.
Take the shot.
and I will keep shooting
And I
And
will
I'll
And
I'll
I'll
keep
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 shooting
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 until I score.
I'm unmuted.
until I
until I
score.
score.
Outstanding. Now I'm gonna open up the mic and pass the mic around. What is that? What do you believe that means to you guys? What is that? What does that resonate? How does that resonate with you? The mic is open.
Stop being scared. Take the shot. Take the opportunities that show up when they show up. Sometimes we only get this opportunity once, and because we're scared, we let it go because of what people are going to say, how I'm going to look, how people are going to, perceive me. I used to do this and now I'm doing this. Take the shot. Stop being scared. The opportunity is there. If you don't take it, somebody else will.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Who's off mute?
Anthony, I'll go.
Go ahead, jump in, brother.
Hey, my name is Kevin. For those who don't know me, just kind of want to reiterate that not many opportunities come around. If you have an opportunity, you have to strike, because you don't, you're going to kick yourself and regret it. You see it, take the opportunity and just go for it, and live and learn. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't mean it's a failure. It's a learning opportunity. You see the opportunity, take it and go for it. Do not hold back.
Now I'm gonna ask you a hard question. What is it that you haven't taken a shot at, Kevin? Let's get real. Can we be real right now? Can we be real?
Yeah.
Okay. What is a shot? Put a fire emoji in the chat if we can be real. Because I want to pass the mic around. I don't want to be up here talking. I want Sierra, Samara, Yamaya, Sasha. I want everybody D Love, all of the people that are here on stage, Viviana, Jake. I want to hear from you guys. Okay, what is it right now? I want to be real. What is it that you feel that you have not taken a shot at, and that you haven't taken a shot
Going after
going after? What, we lost him.
Yeah, I'll jump in.
Go ahead.
For me, I just wasn't dreaming big enough, man. One thing I learned from the conference was just like dream big, and then and then it slapped me right in the face, and it was like, okay, you could dream big, but you got to put in the work. You got to write your goals down. You got to be motivated every day. You got to stay committed. You just have to be willing to put in the work and do the things that other people don't want to do in order for you to get that win. And what does that mean? If it's posting more, if it's working with veterans, and going above and beyond and doing some things that are quite annoying sometimes. Giving them a ride or buying them lunch or breakfast or giving up some of your commission, whatever it is going to take to get the job done. You have to stay committed because these things will turn into referrals down the future, or oh man, my experience with this person was great. They're a great communicator. They put they had transparency, all these kind of things, and that's yeah.
And that's good, man. I mean, when we talked about this thing, it's so much. It was so much information, man. When I got done with that event, I felt like I was mad at myself. I felt overwhelmed. I felt all of these emotions because, what it made me realize is that I got freaking work to do. It's not over, man. I got work to do. This event is not the top. We still got to, let me tell you what we got to do. We still got to get the event. We got to meet up. We got to go through this process that we went. We got to extract the information and then tailor it to veterans. We also got to get the marketing and stuff done and get everything together. We also have to right now figure out I still got to set up my home studio because I'm in the office right now. I still got to get a computer. Like, we put all of these distractions in place and things that we can't, like right now when we started this YouTube, I couldn't hear you guys talking out. But guess what? What did I do? There's a word that starts with an A, okay, that I did in the beginning of this room. What is it called? I made what?
Adjust.
I made adjustments. Start the game, get in the game, make adjustments. This is where you go from good to great. It's making freaking adjustments. Look, post a video, do the call to action, create the YouTube channel, get louder in your business, open up your Twitter spaces, get on LinkedIn, be the most recognized person in your industry, and make adjustments along the way. Like right now, I could not fathom when we started with the Win in Real Estate, guys, we didn't even know what the hell we were doing. We started with 13, we ended up with 4. We lost 5 agents, we gained 16 agents. We lost 3 loan officers, we got 10 loan officers now. So guys, your mission doesn't change. The people can change, right? Don't be afraid to lose people within your business. I hope you guys are listening to what I'm saying, guys. If you're rooted in love, culture, sharing, the money will come. It doesn't matter who's in your business. It matters what the purpose of who you're doing your business for. And if it's surrounded in helping people, loving people, sharing the information, building with people, that's going to lead to people getting money in their pocket. The money is a result of you doing a good job, right? So I want to open up the mic. Who else wants to jump in? Any questions about 10X Vets or what we stand for? Go ahead, jump in.
I was gonna say it honestly. My experience of the event, for one, it was a mouthful of just information overload. There were so many great takeaways when it came to like money and finances, how the business cycle works, just scaling. That one alone was like insane. Closing deals, and then just people in general, working with people, helping people. helping people strategize about, you know, reaching their goals, and not just kind of running the rat race. It was a lot to digest, and I think that moving forward, it kind of put a fire under me, even though I was already educating any and every client I came across. It definitely put a fire under me to really expand my education when it comes to my clients by letting them know the important things like passive income. I mean, we all know about that, but as a real estate professional, as a real estate agent, we never really speak about it. We speak about, you know, the potentials and the current, but never about really and truly setting yourself up, as well as, you know, doing good business. So I can say that, again, mouthful of information, and it is a lot to kind of regurgitate and kind of digest. It really is, but it's all great things, all good things with good intentions, as well as you know, people that are of quality. So I look forward to launching 10x Vets. It's going to be super huge. I know there are going to be some people that will try to protest against it, but this is definitely happening. And I can't wait to see each and every one of you that start to tune in to these different events that we make it to, because we will be there up front and personal and delivering the message. I'll land there.
But man,
Outstanding.
that's what we need, Tony. Like that right there, man. I think that the whole coming together, man, and hearing about what it is that we have to do is what's crucial, man. A lot of times, complacency, right? And then in the Marine Corps, in the military, I mean, we hear that all the time, how they say complacency kills, right? But I'm telling you, complacency does kill. Complacency will kill your business. Complacency will kill your progress. Complacency will keep you from moving forward and reaching other levels, right? And I'm telling you, man, like even when you think you're doing well, a lot of times it takes you hearing about what you're not doing well for you to realize that you have to, to not let your foot off the gas, man, and you have to go faster, push yourself out of your comfort zone because it's easy, right? It's super easy to stay comfortable because when you're comfortable, it feels good. So you're like, well, shoot, man, I'm great where I'm at now. So why am I not going to keep pushing? But you know what's what I for me another big takeaway from this conference, man, was us coming together and hearing that from these people that are moving at such a higher level, right, doing such greater things, and even they are saying like, man, we are not doing enough. Like we have to step up and we have to do more together. So man, like I think that was huge, man. Who does that resonate with? Like who else here on stage does that resonate with?
You know what, Bruno? I thought you were talking to me just now, man. So I will say, when you said complacent, when you said complacent, I just ran to get my book out, my briefcase here. I've turned to the culture page, bro. I actually wrote complacency at the top in big ass letters. And so on the culture, for folks that weren't there, they talked about things to wrap around your culture to be successful. And on my team, I've been known as a hard ass. I push agents, I make it happen. And over time, especially when we transitioned over to a new brand, I kind of backed off a little bit, right? Because kind of got used to it during the transition. We stopped doing the in-person trainings every week. We stopped doing the every Thursday Zoom calls in the evening. We stopped doing everyday huddles at 8:45 in the morning. We made them 3 times a week. And with Grant's team, they do daily success meetings. They talk about their wins, what we do in the morning 3 times a week. They do mandatory training every day. We do it, whenever I put it on the schedule. And it reminded me, like, I have to get back to where I was and to keep that culture going. So I've gotten really complacent and we're doing well, and it could be through the success of the collaboration, but we could do that much more if we push harder. So it taught me I wasn't going hard enough, and I'm not a hard enough ass, a hard ass, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, as soon as you said complacent, man, I ran to grab this book because that's exactly what I wrote at the top. And out of anything else, I think the biggest takeaway for me was to go, a lot of the things we already knew, but we need to implement and execute and stick and hold ourselves accountable. So yeah, that was huge. Anybody else?
This is one of the
Yeah,
biggest
I
things.
got one.
Yeah, I got.
I got one for sure. I
Who's that?
got one. The one I think
One
I took
second.
out
One
of it
second.
was
One second. One second. Okay. So does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions before we go? Because I don't want to just be this to be one sided. Anybody have any questions about 10x vets? Anybody have any questions? Anybody on stage or any audience on Facebook or anything else have any questions about 10x vets? Going once.
I've been in and out. This is Jamisha speaking.
Uh-huh.
Um, I just want to know when's the next opportunity for us to take the class.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're about to launch that class, the brand ambassador class in August. We're full right now, but we will in August. We will publish that date in our Facebook group here, probably this week. We just got to we had to put everything or postpone everything, getting the people back in there. But if you click the link and get on the waiting list above my head, we'll publish that on the Facebook group. But August will be our next class.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Any questions? Anybody else have questions about 10x vets? Okay. Any questions? Okay. All right. Let me reset the room. You in the Winning Real Estate House, and today we're talking about how to 10x Vets Explained. Okay. We're currently on YouTube. I'm going to post my YouTube link up here in a couple of minutes. Can you all post a YouTube link, please? As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor. Can you put a 1 if you learned something from us any time in the Winning Real Estate? I'm going to ask you guys to do us a favor. Okay. If y'all want to help us, can y'all put a 1 in the chat, please? If you want to help us, or if you learned something, put a 1 in the chat, because we need your help, okay? We have a YouTube channel. We're currently live. If you want to see our faces, we're going to put our YouTube channel at the top. We need subscribers to the SITREP podcast. And the reason why we need subscribers to there is because we're really close. We're like 20% from monetization. So if we get watch hours from you guys, when we get watch hours from you guys, okay, it's going to help us monetize. So I'm going to post our YouTube link up there for the next couple of minutes. And then, guys, we're in the power hour, okay? We're in the power hour, baby. Hey, I got my gun now, man. Hey, I like to shoot. Let me show you the sounds I got on my I don't like that one. Let me see what else I got. Let me see. And then I got this one. This is my favorite one right here, because if you guys are not joining 10X Vets, you can either win with us or take a loss with us, baby. I don't know why I like this one and this one right here. Out! Oh, not that one. See, I got my all right, I like this one. I don't know what it is about that sound, man. It makes me want to go. It makes me want to go drink some water and pee. But anyways, can you guys do me a favor? Can Ian, can you put the YouTube channel at the top, please? And then we're gonna open the mic up right now. Down at the bottom, guys, if you guys want to know what 10X Vets is, all right, this is what we are. We are looking to build financial literacy to and for veterans and military spouses through educating on the VA home loan benefits through partnerships. Let me read that again. Build financial literacy to and for veterans and military spouses through educating on the VA home loan benefits through education and partnerships. Okay. So that means that what we're trying to do is we're looking for a few good agents and mortgage professionals that want to become a part of this movement. The thing that we saw for real estate professionals is lead generation. We eliminate that because we're utilizing the biggest thing. But I don't want that to be the draw. The biggest thing that we're going to be doing is that we're going to be serving veterans, and you're building a recession-proof niche. And oh, by the way, you'll be able to make hundreds of millions of dollars. Just think about this. Ian, what is 21 times? What's 21 times 20?
That's 400. 21 times 20, so 420.
So $420 million. 420. What is that? So if Grant wants to see, I'm not for those of you who don't know, I'm a SAT waiver. Okay. So I didn't have to take the SAT. I'm not that smart with math, but listen to this. Okay. He said that anyone that we're either going to partner with people or we're going to crush our competition. So we're going to partner. You can see this video. It is on my Instagram. He said we're either going to partner with people or we're going to crush them. That means Navy Federal, USAA, Pentagon Federal. What's the other big banks that do VA loans?
Veterans United.
Veterans United, Rocket. Okay. One thing that they don't have is they don't have advertising. Okay. They have not figured that out yet. When was the last time that you got an email from your bank? Hello? When was the last time you got a text message from your bank? Hell, when was the last time you got a text message or email from the person that sold you your house? So look, just graduated, aiming to be a Navy pilot, so they will be helpful for me in the future. Yes, I see some comments on Facebook. If you guys are in the Facebook group, okay, you guys can see us on YouTube and Facebook. For those of you, we'll post a link in the chat and we'll put the YouTube channel at the top. Is the YouTube channel up there, Ian?
Yes, sir. It's at the
Okay.
top.
So if you click the link at the top, you'll see me live on YouTube right now. I'm live, and if you're on Facebook, you can see myself, Bruno, and Ian's face. We're actually live, and we're answering questions that you may have about 10X Vets. But guys, think about it like this, right? So can anybody that went to the event, Jake, are you here?
Good morning, Anthony. Of course I am.
Okay, Jake, I want you to talk to them about what you learned as a military officer about to retire. And then I also want to talk to you guys, if anyone can y'all pull up the statistical data, Samara, anyone, and tell them how many emails and text messages that they send out daily? Do y'all have that stat?
I got it for you. Yep.
Oh, okay, kick it.
Anthony, what are we looking for here? So we attended this 10X Business Bootcamp event this weekend, and yeah, as a Marine service member about to retire, I feel like, God bless them. I've enjoyed every year that I've been in the Marines so far. But I will tell you that I feel like I've been in a cage, kind of, for instance, like stuck with great potential, but there's always a cap. There's always a limit. There's always that lid at the top, like you got nowhere to go. So, like I said, I want to reiterate, like, I've had so much fun in the Marine Corps. I have learned so much in the Marine Corps, but there is limited potential. With what we learned over this weekend at the 10X Business Boot Camp, the number one thing I took from it was that outside of that Marine Corps structure, there is no limit. There is no cap on that potential. You 10X your actions, you are undoubtedly going to see 10X results. And that open mindset is what I got most out of that. And it's so inspirational to hear all of these massive business owners, these small business owners with massive dreams, just 10X and everywhere they go.
And that's the crazy part about it, man. Like, the statistical data is crazy. And then and I wanted to go, thank you, Jake, for that. And then 20 plus years in the U.S. Marines. Okay, he created a protein shake for the Marine Corps to get more muscles. Okay, and
what is this? I was like, what? What direction? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, absolutely right. Eat your protein.
Yeah, all right, man. Jake be making me look
hair loss.
Jake be making me look bad, man. I mean, he sits next to me, man, and I feel like I need to go work out or something, man. Like,
yeah, I gotta make up for that hair loss. I don't know who chimed in about that, but Bruno, Ian, I appreciate that. Thank you. Keep me humble.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Jake was sitting next to me. He had a suit on, man, and I could see the abs protruding from the suit and the shirt, man. I'm like, bro, this ain't even right, man. I did some push-ups in the bathroom before I came back into the event, man, so I can get on swole.
You know what, Anthony? Come see me for your real estate needs, and come see me for your protein and your gym needs. We got you covered everywhere.
Indeed, baby. Let's go. Hey, so who has those statistics? Who has those stats real quick? Can you jump in and tell them about the stats?
Yeah, you want the Grant Cardone stats, right?
Yep.
Their plan. Yep. So they post 3 times weekly articles and blogs. They send 2 to 3 emails per day. They do 4 weekly podcasts. They do 3 to 5 weekly interviews. They do 8 Facebook posts per day, 2 Instagram news feeds, 10 IG stories per day, 10 weekly live streams, 6 Twitter posts per day, 7 weekly Twitter spaces, 3 LinkedIn posts per day, 2 to 3 YouTube posts per day, and 5 to 6 TikTok posts per day.
Now, guys, now let's think about this. Do you think that that's going to be a Do you think that is going to be? I don't know what crazy number of emails he said that he sends out, but do you believe that if we once we get into that marketing thing, don't you think that we're going to need more people? Can't hear me? Okay. Oh, yeah, can't hear me, man. Can y'all hear me? Go ahead, jump in, guys. Why is this happening?
I don't know. It's probably my computer getting too hot. I left it on pretty much last night.
And man, and that for me was something that going to the conference and hearing that and seeing it for myself, man, I mean, like, I don't know if you guys have uh joined in on the Grant Cardone website, but I'm telling you, like, you will get a crazy amount of emails and follow up, right? So that right there should inspire you to do something, man. I thought I was doing good because I'm here like posting twice a day, and then Samar just dropped those stats, and I'm like, holy crap, man, I gotta go post more. Tony, you back with us?
Can y'all hear me?
Yep, we got you now, bro.
Okay, outstanding. Okay, guys. So let me reset the room, guys. Listen, you guys are in the Winning Real Estate House, and today we're simulcasting on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we're actually on Clubhouse and Twitter, guys. So I want to give a special shout out to all of the people that pulled up today. And today you're hearing real time how we were able to win by winning a deal with Grant and Elena Cardone, a partnership on how we can crush the game. If you guys want to be a part of that, our YouTube channel, we're at the top. We're going to post that link back at the top here shortly. Okay. And I want to give a special shout out for people believing in this process, right? It's a big deal. I'm super excited of what we got going on, and I'm just ready to go, man. I'm ready to knock this thing out the park. Does anybody else want to jump in and ask any questions about 10X Vets? Any questions? Okay. Any moderators want to add any value? Any questions or any value to add? Okay, mods, can y'all hear me? Jump in, Dr. Ashley. Is that Ashley?
We're good on Clubhouse.
It's
Yeah, we
me.
got you.
Hi, everyone. Hey, y'all. Good to be in the building. Listen, I just wanted to tap in and say congratulations. I'm so excited for you all. I'm so happy for the team. This is really a big deal. To your point, Anthony, I have to underscore and echo that sentiment. This is a big deal, but it's also to be commended that you all put in the work. So you can't gloss over that. So when you talk about this moment, you have to talk about the dedication, the time spent, how you all have poured out and gave information, resources, value, education to so many people on this platform and others on a consistent basis. You all made it frequent. You all made it consistent. You all were determined and diligent in your process, and you all are now being rewarded. But most importantly, you all are going to continue to touch the lives of so many through this partnership and expansion and growth. So, congratulations to each and every one of you. I wanted to make sure your audience knows how hard you all worked behind the scenes and way before this moment came into fruition. You all have been assembling, you all have had some changes in your team structure, and you all came out stronger and better as a result of it. So kudos to you all. Proud of you.
Outstanding, guys. And then I'm going to post this. I'm sharing this information of the Cardone plan. I just texted to our people, and then you guys, they're going to post that in the chat so you guys could have it on. Can y'all post that in the actual chat? Let me send this out to the marketing department, and so you guys have it. Because the biggest thing is that we don't want to just keep this information. We want to share it with you guys to show you guys how what we're going to do. Okay, and Betsy just posted it in the chat. You'll see it. Okay, she just posted that in the chat. Now, you don't have to do all of this stuff, man, but check some of the boxes off because that's going to help you get bigger in your business. So imagine someone like Grant and Elena advertising for us, right? So when if you have, I just want to be clear on this. If you have an idea, it's useless until you plant the seed into the ground that's going to expand your idea to get to the fruit on the tree. Let me say that again. If you have an idea, it's useless unless you plant that seed in the ground in order for it, for the people around you to expand your idea. Because right now, the 77 people here right now are listening, but I want you guys to mutually benefit from what we're talking about. So that means that if I have an idea that's great and Ashley comes along and she promotes my idea, and that, don't you think that it would be more beneficial if she can benefit from promoting the idea? Right? What if we can mutually benefit? Let's just say it was a $10,000 opportunity, right? And she gets 7 and we get 3. This is exactly what we have built here, okay? So for those of you in the listening lounge and you're trying to make money, you don't know how, being complimentary to someone's business is how you do it. And that's what Grant said when we were at the event, is that, he didn't start to scale until he started to leverage his relationships for mutual benefit, right? Mutual benefit, okay? And this is what we're doing here today, okay? The people that know me now know I just built a bridge on Clubhouse for you guys to know Kyler, Ian, Sierra, Dr. Ashley, Eugene, Anthony, JP, Sierra, Samara, Bruno, Catherine, Alexis, Sasha, Betsy. Now imagine all of these people are now saying the same message. Okay. Now you become a choir and everybody's singing on the same tune. And then that way our voice is going to carry a lot further. Okay. So for those of you, I want everybody in here to plant the seed in the chat right now. Plant the seed. Okay. And I'm going to open up the room for anyone else who wants to jump in. Why should you plant the seed? Why is it important to plant the seed, guys? What happens after you plant the seed? Go ahead, jump in. Is that Eric? Who's that? Go ahead, jump in.
Coming in after.
Oh, go ahead. Who's that? Stack Pack, go ahead and jump in.
I heard a female first.
Stack, go ahead and jump in.
Look, when you plant those seeds, you plant a lot. I plant a lot of seeds. I know Anthony plants a lot. I know a lot of people plant seeds. When you guys plant them, you will see it grow later. Sometimes it might not be that $1 million business plan right there. Sometimes it might not be the vision right there. But if you plan into it, you invest into it, you put the money into it, you back it up, it'll be something great later. So I love that, Anthony. I planted so many seeds that you didn't see, right then and there. You didn't know it was going to be a big project or a big outcome, but I've planned it and I put it in motion and I put it in place so that way I can invest into the future and have a great outcome. So planting the seeds is important. Doesn't matter what industry you're in. Plant seeds and watch it become something great, because you don't want to be the best kept hidden secret. You want to plant seeds. You want to make relationships. You want to team up with as many individuals as you can while you have a business, while you have an entity, right? So back to you, Anthony. That's all I wanted to say. Plant your seeds and connect up with people.
Thank you, Stack Packet. That's good, man. And that's a really good way to say it, man. I mean, you heard him say he plants a lot of seeds, right? Okay. So who else wants to jump in after that? Because I'm going somewhere with this. Viviana, I see you up here. Viviana, I want to come to you right after that. Go ahead, jump in.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think when we talk about planting seeds, a lot of times people focus on the fruit, right? People they rush over to try to pluck the fruit, right, and not really understanding how everything, how it's a process, man. People want the fruit before they want to deal with the process that it takes, right, for the fruit to grow and everything else. Like it's a incredibly long process, right? So you're talking about from when you take the seeds and you put them in the ground, right, and you bury them, and then everything else from you watering it, from it, sprouting to eventually becoming a tree, to the branches, to leaves, to it. You know what I mean? It's such an incredible process, but nobody wants to go through that. People want the fruit now. So sometimes we lose focus, right? We lose focus in saying like, well, shit, man, forget the fruit. Who gives a shit about the fruit, right? Once you eat the fruit and like the fruit's gone, that's it, right? Go back to the thing that if you go through and you plant seeds in multiple areas, right? Even if you never eat the fruit, your people will. The people that come behind you, right? Those are the people that I'm talking about, like, long after you're gone, they're the ones that are reaping the benefits from your efforts, from your selfless, unselfish, unselfish, unselfish efforts, right? Other people are able to benefit from it, man. But that for me is the value of planting the seed, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Look, can y'all see me right now? Look, I'm holding some almonds in my hand right now. Okay, these almonds mean nothing. Okay, now I can go in here and once I eat all of these almonds, I don't want the almonds. I want the almond tree. Okay, I don't want the almonds. I can care less about the almonds. I want the almond tree. So plucking the fruit is cool and eating the fruit is cool, man. But guess what, man? The reason why you guys don't have almonds is because you're not planting any seeds. The reason why you don't have money's the fruit. Work is the seed. Sharing is the seed. Sharing the room is the seed. Supporting the room is the seed. Coming on stage and bringing your audience is the seed, right? So that is what leads to, I don't know about you guys, but look, man, I want to be able to go out. I don't want to have to drive to the store and go get, I mean, if you really think about how God has designed this plan, right? He only gives seeds to the farmer because he doesn't give a lot of people. I mean, think about it. Let me give you an example. Imagine how many people Elon Musk is influencing, right? The reason why people get created like that is because situations like that are designed, you plant enough seeds so you have a big harvest for you to serve other people. Your success has nothing to do with you. Your success has to do with how many people you're going to help. This is something right here that a lot of people don't understand. Oh, Derek, man, I missed you. Brother Derek, I know you're about to go into Zoom. Can you get up here and just introduce yourself real quick before you leave out? Okay, Derek helped us out on. Listen, the reason why right now you had an opportunity to talk to 285 people right now, and you get to introduce your business to 80 people, but there's still people not coming off the mic, right? We're going to support the people. Look at my face. I'm going to look right in the camera. We're going to support the people who support us, the people who are sharing, the people who are subscribing to the YouTube channel, the people who are helping us grow. Those are the people that we're going to invest in. Okay. Because this right here is going to be an infinite amount of success and money and wealth for veterans. Okay. One of the people who are overlooked. Right. So if the reason why we had this partnership, the fundamental thing is because it was rooting and growing and helping people. Had nothing to do with, oh, I can make this much money. Grant is making billions of dollars, right? He's worth like almost $3 billion in net worth. Okay. So our little bitty small team, okay. All right. With, 4 people consistently being on Clubhouse. Okay. And then now our team growing behind the scenes. Not the biggest room. We only got 7,100 people in our house. That's it. We don't have the biggest Facebook group. We only have 2,900 people. We don't have the biggest YouTube channel, right? It's the fundamental thing that I want to tell you guys is that it does not matter how big you are. It matters how big your purpose is. If your purpose is big enough, you're going to get recognized. God is going to put you in a position to be at the right place at the right time to be heard. Please listen to me because this is, I think, where a lot of people run away from. I cannot tell you how many people have left our organization because they didn't understand where we were trying to go. Okay? All right? I can't tell you how many heartaches, how many broken hearts, how many times that we've been People have been talking trash about us. How many times that people are like, oh, that Anthony Glenn, he's crazy, right? Why you over there with with Remax? Why you over there on that YouTube channel? Why you over there on that Facebook group? Why you over there on that Instagram? Why you over there on Threads? Why y'all over here sharing this? You know why? Because the why is because now we're 10X vets and they're not.
The tables turn, Anthony. The tables turn.
That right there is a big one. And you know what? The people who don't support, it is okay, right? But the people who do support, we will remember you. And it's okay. And listen, this thing has blown up. The right people over the most people. Put that in the chat right now. I want y'all to hear this. The right people over the most people. Naturally, what happens to fruit that is that's rotten on the tree when the wind blows? Can anybody tell me?
Falls off.
It falls off.
Falls off.
Blows away.
Okay. And then what happens to the trunk of the tree when the wind blows? It gets what? Stronger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if the leaves blow off of the tree, is it still a tree?
Yes.
Yes.
What happens to the tree when you cut a couple of branches? What happens to the tree? It grows new what?
Grows new ones.
It makes room for new growth. So sometimes you got to lose some things and people in order for you to make room for the people who are supposed to keep you grounded. So I want you guys to remember this tree analogy. Stop worrying about the fruit on the tree and focus on the root in the ground. But because sometimes you got the seeds is not sometimes for you to plant, for you to reap the blessings. But what I just did is I bought the veteran community into Grant Cardone's incubator, and he saw value in that. Okay. Something that he did not have. Now he does with the right people. What do you guys think about that? The mic is open. Anybody else want to jump in?
I want to say something real quick. I have a test for you, Tony. Ready?
Yep. Yes.
To change.
To change.
To change.
Uh-huh.
You
Come
got
on
to
now.
change.
You
got
got
to
to
change.
change. Come on,
To
Tony.
change, you got to change. What's that from? I don't know what that's from.
What? No.
No. Hey, no, Betsy. But you got to hit it with the to change.
You got to change.
What is
We
that
got to
from?
change. It was from Cardone. It's
Oh,
one of his quotes. To
No, that was
change.
from Brandon, or no, the sales guy brought that up. I think
Yeah.
Tony was doing push-ups at that time.
I
Oh.
probably was in the room sleeping when I got that part. Y'all saw me looking like, y'all saw me like, hey, so I'm like, I want to tell you, to change means that to change, that's a rapper from Georgia. I was all lost when y'all were talking about that. But here's, yeah, go ahead.
To change, you got to change. You got to change the people around you. Some are going to leave, some are going to stay. You got to change the way you see business. You got to change the way you put out knowledge to help other people grow. Change. The keyword is change. You have to stop being complacent and change. And that could mean many things, business or personal. And at the moment that you start changing, people start falling off. Like you said, the rotten fruit starts falling off the tree, and then new branches grow. So when those new branches grow, take advantage, grab your people, and go to the top.
And this is another thing too I want to say, guys, before I open up the space and do a reset. You know what made me really get emotional is that sometimes when I heard the lady say, I can't remember who said this, but she said, sometimes you're the first good news a person has had, man. Like that right there hit deep. Like, dang, man, you never know what's going on behind the scenes in people's lives, man. But like, man, be the sunshine and not the darkness, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in this universe that's going to distract you off of success. But I wrote this down in my book, man. It's like, sometimes they said it, but I wrote it a different way. Sometimes you're the first good news a person who has, I can't remember what I said. Did you remember I put that in the text, guys? When I text that out to the team, like, sometimes we are the first good news for people, right? We want to share the good news, not the bad news. We have an opportunity to focus on what we don't have or what we do have, and the power of the ability to make a change in the influence that we want to have. Well, let me be clear. We want to influence people to become top producing agents through education on the VA home loan benefit. What's up, buddy? Is that my buddy? Hey, Can you tell the people? Can you say? I got my little buddy, man. Click above my head, man. That's my little buddy, man. Say what's up.
Hi.
Hi. You see who this is?
Hi.
Who?
Who is that?
What's my name?
It's me, Uncle Tony.
That's right, Uncle Tony. This is Uncle. That's my little buddy, man. Like right there is why. You know why he calls
Yes.
me Uncle Tony? Because I gave him some s'mores. That's why. But guys, man, nothing is above the love that you have for little people like that, making a positive influence around the people. And this is the question that I have, man. What type of influence do you want to have on your children? Do you want to be a downer? Do you want to complain about your job? Or do you want to be a positive influence, be the sunshine on the direction, or help people grow bigger and better to what you want to do, man? Like, that's the question that I propose. The mic is open. Who wants to jump in?
Hey, Anthony, this is Brenda. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Brenda.
All right, great. I just wanted, just getting a chance to jump into the room, but I just wanted to definitely say that I think it's awesome what you have going with the 10X. And I apologize if it's noisy in this restaurant, but because being a part of the class that you had for realtors to help veterans. I know from where the grassroots started and to see to where it is now, and definitely with helping the military spouses. My daughter is a young military spouse. She's in her 20s, and the husband is moving from place to place. So I know how that is wearing on her on trying to have her own identity. So I'm just wanted to come off mic and just say kudos for everything that's going on is much needed, and to know that it's going to be 10x throughout the country. I just want to say it's phenomenal. Thank you.
Well, thank you for your support. It means a lot to us. And, you know, the fundamental thing that we love is we love veterans. We love what we do. We are veterans, and we love people who support veterans, and we want you guys to be a part of that. Okay, so above my head, you'll see a YouTube channel. Go ahead and now, if you're in this room right now and you have supported the SITREP podcast, put a 1 in the chat. I want to know. I want to see who actually has committed to helping us grow our YouTube channel. Okay. And my man, JP put this, sometimes we are the first good news in people's life. This will be the norm. We want to be the good news, and we want you guys, look, man, stop listening to these people who are dragging you down, man. Oh my God, the market's going to crash. Oh my God, the interest rates are bad. Oh my God, I don't have any sales. Guess what? What you speak into existence is who you will become. What you share on Instagram, what you put into your head is what you become. What you share, who you are, whatever you speak into existence is who you will become and who you are. So I don't know about you guys, but listen, we want to be the light and not the darkness. We want to be the success story versus the darkness. And guess what? Time is not going anywhere. It's going to continue to move and be fluid. And the only way if you want to build with us, okay, and I see some people who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, get in the game, guys. Okay. And now right here, I see my brother, Anthony. Too many of our fellow veterans don't know what resources they have. Thank you guys for educating them. Anthony Progress, thank you, brother, for coming up here and sharing. Anthony is a big, has a big social media following. And this dude's huge, man. So make sure you guys give him a follow. And guys, it costs you nothing to support someone. So when I ask people to get on stage, man, I don't understand why people don't do it. Y'all just want to get the information and roll out. You're not going to get big like that. I'm being honest with you. If this makes you uncomfortable, you're not going to get big by capturing information and using it for yourself. You're going to get big once you capture the information, you come back and share your resources and help people grow. That's how you get huge. But who else wants to jump in? I see T Blanca has a question in the chat, but who else wants to jump in? Anybody else want to jump in? The mic is open.
I want to say something to what you said real quick, Anthony. That's why I say you got to add so much value to different businesses. It don't matter who you are. Add value to businesses. See how you can be in complementary to so many businesses. It doesn't matter what you guys got going on. That's how you get the biggest. That's how you get to the next level. That's why I'm proud of proud of everyone in here, proud of Anthony, proud of everybody. I'm proud of the whole winning real estate family. 10X vets. Put 10X in the chat real quick. Everybody
Hey.
blow up the chat. 10X. big stack, no slack. Let's go. 10x. That's what it is right now. Yo, when you do that, you set the wave, you set the tone, you let people know, right? Anything's possible. So I'm just happy, Anthony. I'm excited, bro. Put 10x is not enough 10x in the chat for me. 10x vets, what we doing? Go crazy in the chat. Y'all hear
Yeah,
what I'm
go
talking
crazy.
about?
Put 10x
10x,
bets in the
10x,
chat right now,
10x.
man. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yep. So and this is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, look, man. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all a story, man. All right. So
I need you to back it up so I can back it pull out.
okay, somebody got a hot mic, man. Somebody ordering some chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. Listen, man. Look, man. When I was listen, I'm gonna share a couple of personal things with you guys. This is personal. All right. Number one, I was mathematically illiterate. Okay, Ian helped me with my homework. Is that not true? Was you not helping me with my homework with my master's degree, Ian? Straight up.
Your brain was crippled after that day.
Yes.
I remember he had that look. Look at my face. He was like,
straight slave.
trying to tell him what 4 plus 7 was, and his eyes were rolling in the back of his head. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad, but no, like I was actually, to be honest, as an anecdote for that though, I was actually very impressed. That was one of the days where I realized that how hard you work, man. It was like, because no matter, like, I know that anybody who's ever taken a math class knows that you can reach a level of saturation very quick. And we literally went over material for like 3 hours, and you just ate it. You did it like, you just kept going. You didn't give up. You didn't ask for a break. None of that. So we went from like 4 to like 7 o'clock, and he chopped right along. So I mean, that was one of those days I realized, man, that you're a different breed. So props to you, but like that was pretty funny that day too, though.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Begging for.
Listen, man. Look, man. You don't have to be the smartest. Look. My grandma. I moved with my grandmother when I was like 11 years old, and my family was. My mother was into some extracurricular activities, which led to my sister getting into a situation with an adult that she shouldn't be in. And my mother. I had a choice, either go in one direction or go into another direction, and I was able to get into a different direction. And I was with my grandmother, and the highest level of education was the number grade school, and then her actual biological son was in prison for 20 years, right? So I didn't have anybody telling me about how to do math, right? And it was a hard situation that I had to overcome. But and coming from that, I had to take the broker's exam. I had bought this office that I'm sitting in right now and invested, close to $250,000 before I had my broker's license. Right. But one thing that I didn't do is I have endurance. It doesn't matter. I accepted the challenge in order for the opportunity to pass the test of getting my master's degree, an MBA and an MA, Master of Accounting, by getting through my sickness and wanting to throw up or punch myself in the face to learn how to do math, right? So these are the things, like what you see right now has nothing to do with the pressure what created me getting to this opportunity. So I share all of that to say this, man, like, share those stories because that resonates with people. Nobody gives a shit about how awesome you are. You know what people want to know is that, hey, I got punched in the face and I kept fighting. I'm mathematically illiterate. I'm here. I was I had a choice to, get in a situation where I could be really in a bad situation. People want to hear the hardship because I think people resonate with that. Anybody have stories? I want to hear those type of stories. This led us to get 10X Vets, man. Like I said, man, we're not the loudest. We're not the biggest rooms. We don't host the biggest rooms. We don't have the biggest club, right? But we have the right club. You got to keep talking until somebody hears you, man. And I'm going to tell you something. The person who's the loudest, the person who works the hardest will get recognized. If that's you, put a 1 in the chat. You got an idea that you want to share with the world, but nobody knows who you are. Put a 1 in the chat if that's you. Beyond a reasonable doubt, if you just had the opportunity, you know that you could be heard. Well, listen, man, in this room, in this space right here, we want to hear you. We want to know what your idea is. We want to grow with you. We want to support you. But guess what? We're not supporting people who's not supporting us back, right? That's insanity, okay? Who else wants to jump in? The mic is open. I see you, Matthew, Lady, Antronetta, T. We see you guys, okay? We see you, all right? We recognize you, and we see that you're here supporting us. Who wants to jump in on what I'm talking about right now? The mic is open.
Hi, Anthony. It's Ramyal.
Jump in, brother.
How you doing, sir? How's your day going?
I'm doing great, man. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Just want to say I'm all about supporting you and the cause and what you did for our country. I really salute you, my friend. I'm here 100%. I know we talked about a month ago, and I will be on getting on a phone call with you to ask more details about your upcoming events.
Absolutely, guys. Let me tell you what this guy does, man. He has a flower shop. We had a conversation offline, and we talked about some things on how we can be complementary to each other, right? He has a business, and he's trying to give me, we try to figure out how we can help people versus what we can learn from people and how we can serve people or what we can get from people. I think that's a fundamental difference between what we're doing here. And I think that, some people are just want the followers. Some people just want, they want to be big and get all of these followers and everything. If you listen long enough, you can tell where people land at, right? So as you're listening to people and they're giving you the information about their business, look at how many people have, what receipts do they have? As you guys are navigating through Clubhouse, are you trying to get followers and blow up, or are you trying to help people get followers? Are you trying to make money, or are you trying to make investors? It's different, man. It hits different, right? So the reason why we get on this app and we talk so much about what we're doing is because we want to make more people like Brenda. Brenda was one of the first people that went through the brand ambassador course. And guess what? Now Brenda is going to be a 10X VETS agent, okay? Because she believed in what we're doing, right? Who else wants to jump in? The mic is open.
Hey guys. Hey Anthony, Ian, Sierra, Dr. Ashley. I'm here. I'm supporting the rooms and the work you guys are doing. I want to thank Jonathan Bing and Eric. Eric is that the guy who gives us the mic, and how he's facilitating the room and different rooms. I am learning a lot. Not in real estate. I was more in the healthcare. I am a veteran, but I do recognize the work you guys are doing, and how we can link and help veterans in our cities. So we've learned a lot. I've learned so much from you guys already. It might not be real estate for me, but it might be investment and veteran education. But thank you so much for all that you guys are pushing. We're listening. We're veterans that are talking to our other veteran friends. And I know America wants to help veterans, and you guys are kind of channeling that energy in different ways. So though we might not understand the lingo you're talking and stuff like that, but we are listening, we're learning, and kudos to everything that you're doing. Thank you so much, guys.
Absolutely. And thank you for coming in. We really appreciate you for coming in here and supporting this space. It means a lot to us. And thank you for pulling up, and thank you for your support. Who else? Matthew Coker, I'll speak. Put me on stage. Somebody bring Matthew up. The hand raising is turned on, guys. We're in the power hour. You guys are in the Winning Real Estate House. Above my head, you'll see me live on Instagram. And today we're talking about how you can be complimentary to us and grow with us in the 10X VETS movement. Okay. What is the 10X VETS movement? Okay. We are a movement that's going to educate service members through our VA Loan Masterclass on how to invest with veterans and non-veterans. Okay, so if you don't have to be a vet to be in this program, we're also a personal and professional development for military spouses. Okay, and teaching them how to get into a transferable business because they move around a lot. And then we're also doing mentoring and coaching for agents on the VA home loan benefit, so you can become a referral-based agent in our Winning Real Estate 10X VETS movement. Okay, that is what we're here to do. Okay, if you want to be a part of that, okay, reach 20 million veterans. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to put the link back at the top to get on the waiting list for our next couple of classes. Okay, and then we were able to get that deal off of Clubhouse right here. Okay, and I'll talk to you guys about that story. If I can see 20 people raise their hand that's in the listening lounge right now, Okay, and I can see at least for the 81 people here right now, I want you guys to ping at least 5 people into your room. That means click on your profile, ping a couple of people into the space, get some more people into the room. But I need to see that hand raising at 27 right now. That's in the listening lounge. Once I see 27, I'm going to share that story with you guys on how we were able to land this deal with Grant Cardone and tell you guys how we were able to get this deal in ink. How and I'll run you guys through how we were able to do that. Okay, so I need 17 more people to raise their hand in the listening lounge and come on stage. Okay, I see 10. Okay, 11. Okay, keep going. All right, I need some more people. As we're waiting on those numbers, I'll share that story with you guys. The mic is open. What moderators want to jump in or who wants to introduce themselves that has not had an opportunity to introduce themselves? Go ahead, jump in.
Hey, Anthony, this is Gentry. I, I was looking for the link to join the waiting list.
Outstanding. We're going to change that link here. Matter of fact, Ian, can you change that link to join the waiting list for the 10X Vets, please? We're going to post that link
Yep.
at the top. Go ahead, jump in.
So Tony, I'm
Tony, I want
wondering
to.
if you got your
Oh, hey,
17 people
Patrice.
yet. Hey, sweetie, you got your 17 people?
We need 13 more people to get to
All
the.
right, here's the deal. Look, I am who I am, and I'm, I can't even stay long. But I wanted to come in. Your room was open. Of course, I wanted to come in and show you some support. I have been kind of not on the app a whole lot,
Hey,
but
make
you
her
know
a
what
moderator. That's my sister.
I know is that you guys, all I hear when I come into these spaces, especially Tony's spaces, is, I want to know how to level up. I want to know how I'm going to be able to win in real estate. How can I use my VA to do this? And, I'm going to be honest, the only couple people talking about VA loans on the app are me and Tony and his team. Um, but you obviously don't want to know too much because he just asked for 17 people. That's all he asked for, 17. Out of 317 people have been through this room. There are 87 people in here. He asked for 17 people to raise their hand. And he's going to give you some game. You don't just ink a deal with Grant and Elena Cardone. So I'm like surprised, Tony, that you don't have people raising their hands, wanting to know how you manifested this, number one, and then how you made it come into fruition. But that's all I got. I'm closing my mic.
Thank you very
Hey,
much.
Tony.
Yes, go ahead, jump in. Sorry about that. Thank you. Hold on one quick second. Thank you, Patrice, for pulling up. And guys, let me tell y'all something about Patrice. And I'll say this to anyone that's listening right now. Patrice was one of the first ones when I was like, hey guys, can you please come into the room? I didn't know how to mod. I didn't know what I was doing. And I was taking L's, man. And the room started, I had like 3 or 4 people, right? Along with Ashley, Tammy. This is where it all started. These are the grassroots of people. Jonathan, once we started to get some momentum going, and like I said, man, we do not have the biggest rooms. Right now, it's proof in the pudding. We only have 322 people. People get 10,000 people in their rooms. People get hundreds of thousands of people in their room talking about how men need to do better for women and how women don't do X, Y, and Z. There's a lot of noise going on the app, right? And in our little bitty room with our little bitty followers, okay? Y'all heard the story of David and Goliath, right? We were able to partner and network with one of the biggest influencers on the app, okay? If you want to know how to do that, man, raise your hand. Okay, I need 6 more people to raise their hand and come on stage. Bring them up, guys.
Hey, Anthony, this is Entrepreneur.
Go ahead, jump in, Entrepreneur.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and good morning and great morning to some. I wanted to say, Anthony, it's not itty bitty at all. When you have quality, it's never itty bitty. If you don't mind me saying that.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony.
Yes, go ahead, jump in.
Go ahead, Shantae.
Okay, thank you so much. Hey, Anthony, it's Shantae. We spoke on the phone over the weekend. So I just wanted to encourage everybody to please raise your hand because I've heard the story. I had this conversation with Anthony on Friday, and it is an incredible story. And I am actually very, very excited to learn about this because I do have a vet that I'm currently helping. He has a profit organization where he helps a lot of the VAs from all over the country with PTSD. So I'm looking to maybe connect you with him or vice versa, or maybe even be the in-between person to help all of the vets and their spouses as well. So super excited for this.
Outstanding. And sorry we wasn't able to connect with you. Man, I'm telling you right now, man, we were overwhelmed. Right after we did the meeting, we were out there and she was trying to get a hold of me, and we were getting slammed because right after the event, we had to link up with each other. And then moderators, bring those people that are on stage that have their hands raised, please. We weren't able to. It was so much. It was too much information, man. It was insane, man. It was just so much information that we had to go through. So I apologize for not being able to link up with you, but I will call you right after this. Right after we get done today, I will give you a buzz. So let me reset the room, guys. You are in the Win in Real Estate house. Today we're talking about how to win in real estate through 10X Vets, how we were able to ink that deal. And guys, I think we got one more person away from getting to that 17 people. So if I can get one more person on stage right now, we will be able to, I'm going to share that story with you, how we were able to link a multi-million-dollar deal with Grant and Elena Cardone, a partnership. We're going to tell you guys how we did it. Who wanted to jump in?
I just want to say something real quick. This is Darrell Anthony.
Darrell, hey,
I just want to...
yo, you got to tell your story. You got to tell your story. Go ahead.
Okay. I love the sound effects. So I just wanted to say hello to everybody, and thank you to Win in Real Estate. And obviously, thank you to Tony, his whole team, Constance, Bruno, Kyler, Ian, Sierra, all these people I've had contact with through the whole process. It was a grueling process, but one thing that Tony taught us from the beginning and his team was that the process is the process, and you have to be patient. And a lot of times when you're searching for a home, you don't understand that really the home finds you. And it's something that we kept going into escrow and falling out of escrow, and then finding stuff that is very emotional, up and down process. Took about 8 months, a little over 8 months. I'm a veteran. I was Army, then Air Force. I'm still a veteran. We used my VA loan, even though I was looking for stuff out of state. I didn't know that I had access to the VA loan. In the process of that, I had a 3-month-old before we started the process. He's a year now. My son has medical issues and challenges, and my wife, she works from home, and so it was a very trying process. My son in the process had 3 blood transfusions while we were in escrow. It's very personal to me, but I'm just expressing to you how veterans are still regular civilians. It's just that they go through things that a lot of civilians don't understand. And so when you have a group like this advocating on behalf of the defenders of our country, people go through things that we're not privy to even knowing. There's an understanding of how people are sacrificing their lives for veterans, and they don't even get to enjoy the benefits of it because maybe they don't come back the same. And so that's what this process is about. But to finish my story, and I'll make it quick, we were looking for multifamilies. I wanted to build generational wealth. I kind of hate how that word is used very loosely now, but that's what I wanted to do. That's what we set out to do. Long story short, we ended up finding a triplex. We closed escrow this weekend. We're getting our keys today. And we signed the papers, the closing documents on our son's birthday, literally on the day he was born, the day after he came home from the hospital. And so it was just nothing but God, nothing short of the Lord blessing us, showing us that, hey, this is the direction that you needed to go in. But it did take patience. It took a lot of patience, a lot of trying patience. It was times when we were just like, man, this may not be for us. And Tony would have a talk with us. Constance would help us through the process. Even Sierra, there was times I had never met Sierra. She drove all the way from somewhere, and she walked me through in my uniform through the process of we looked at maybe about 3 or 4 houses that day, and this was after I had got off of work in uniform. And it was just it's just a testimony. And a lot of times, as my pastor would say, you can't have a testimony unless you're tested. You don't have a message unless you've been through a mess. So again, it was just a total blessing. I cannot wait to get my keys fast enough today. My son, we as soon as he came home, we had a impromptu birthday party Saturday. Sunday we did his christening. And then the loan cleared, I think yesterday, which was Monday. Today we're getting our keys, and it was a blessing because my mother-in-law and father-in-law were in town. And we're gonna get a chance to show them the home today, the triplex. And this is just the beginning because I already had a duplex and a single family. So again, you may not be a veteran, but a lot of times your blessing will come through you to help somebody else. And it's not always about you, just to look, at my wife's face when, all this stuff happened, like, man, that stuff is priceless to hold my son. This is all a true story. None of this is I can't make this stuff up. But at the end of the day, it's like, man, the time, the effort, the patience. Again, Tony would always say it's the process. People ask, well, what's the worst part of finding a home? It's the process. It's the saving the money. It's the money sitting there and you not knowing, like, man, I want to go out and do something else with it. And then at some point, you know, your inner self, some people would say it's the Holy Spirit, some people would say that it's good energy, whatever you want to call it. The good energy will say, you know what, I'm gonna save. We're gonna skip out on having dinner, on eating out. We're
Now,
gonna save
Casey,
this money.
I want people to listen. I don't want you guys to miss this. Okay, if you guys want to see me live delivering keys from Clubhouse, okay, a multi-unit today, real time, put a 1 in the chat, okay? Because now, Casey, where do we meet?
We met on Clubhouse.
Okay, how many months did you say?
Man, I initially met you. It's funny you said that. I know it was San Diego. It was before San Diego. It was 2 years ago at the Atlanta event. That's when I saw you at the event.
Oh, cool.
But I didn't pull the trigger until October, and it was just life getting in the way. My wife was my girlfriend at the time. I took her to Atlanta. And that's another thing. Like, I kept my wife involved in the whole process, even though she was like, "Yeah, it's okay." It was still like I wanted her to be a part of the process because a lot of entrepreneurs.
Now let me say this real quick. I want you guys to hear this. What did I tell you guys? I would not sell you a property that what?
Oh, that wasn't fit for you and your family. Even though you would have made more money on the deal, it was like, no, like, I want to make sure it's a fit for you.
Now, guys, listen. Now, the reason why I wanted to share this story with you is because the process doesn't matter, man. The road doesn't matter. You're going to get some detours along the road, man. And this is a perfect example of someone staying committed to the process. He got pre-approved through us. We wrote many offers on properties. We did home inspections. People didn't want to give us the earnest money deposit back. They didn't want to fix anything. We went into the appraisal came in low. They didn't want to lower the price. And I said, look, I don't care what they want to do. This is what we're doing. Now, this is the process. This is a real person. And what I'm going to do is when I get off of the phone, I'm going to go home. I got to go get my Veteran Homeowners Club thing. I'm going to see what Sierra is doing. We're going to drive real time up to LA. And then he's going to get his keys on live today. And then you guys are going to see it in person. The reason why I'm saying this is just because, listen, man, a champion knows he's going to get punched in the faces. You're going to take some losses along this journey, right? But as long as you don't quit, you'll win. Okay? Like, they got a multi-unit. Now they got the LLC from Otis James. Sierra showed a couple of properties for me when I was out of pocket. We ended up canceling that deal and went to another deal. We got them in escrow. We had to fight to get closing cost incentives from the people. We got that. The process went well. And this guy didn't want to. They didn't want us to sell. This is the same group that didn't have the confidence in the VA loan. I had to go back and forth with them. And on the last property that we had, when we did the home inspection, the house was falling apart. And I said, look, man, we don't care what you guys want to do. I'm not going to allow them to overpay for this property. And if you guys don't want to fix nothing, you can sell it to somebody else. Right?
Yeah.
That part right there is the hardest part. And I want to hear from your wife real quick because I know she's there. Can you talk about how you felt? Because I'm gonna tell you, she's the one who was doing the work, right? She gets the credit. Zarel, you don't get the credit, bro. Can you tell us about?
She not. She trying to run, Tony. She trying to run right now. She trying to run. The grandma got the baby. You can't go nowhere, baby. You got to say something. Say hello to everybody. My wife don't like people, y'all, but
but
say hello.
but I had a
Hey
lot of.
everybody. The process was very manageable with Tony. He was very helpful, very encouraging throughout the process. He really just was there for us to just educate us along the way and just to make sure we were doing the best move for our family. And we really appreciate him every step of the way. So we're so excited today to get our keys and to start this new chapter. And so thank you so much, Tony, for everything that you did. You were great. The process was amazing.
But here's the thing, man. They could have quit 8 months ago. They could have quit after the first 2 escrows that we had in escrow. They could have quit when
And I want to.
Go ahead.
And I want to say, I'm sorry, Tony. I wanted to say thank you to Bruno, Ian, and Constance and Sierra, and I know. Oh, I'm sorry, Kayla and Cynthia Wade. I forgot Kayla's name, but those are the people on his team. Some of you guys may or may not know them, but when I initially drove to San Diego from LA, it was like a 2-hour drive. Like Tony was not there the first day, like the very first day, and because he was, building and doing his thing and networking, and I mean he's a busy person, and so initially I was like, man, like I missed him. I've been trying to meet this dude for like, get myself together. Because a lot of times you got to have yourself together too. You got to have your stuff and your ducks in a row too. So, but when I went in October, my stuff was together. I was like, man, I'm ready. And so he wasn't there. So I was bummed. I was like, man, I really wanted to like meet him and just say hello and say thank you, like all the free information that I was getting on Clubhouse. Because I'm just like you guys, like I'm working a normal job. And I'm working all this overtime. Me and my wife sometimes we get into these little she's like, stop talking. She's trying to tell me to hurry up. But the point that I'm making is that his team, even though he wasn't there, like his team took care of me. And it was just kind of cool to be able to see the people that you hear on the app and then to go from step 0, step 1, all the way, to the finish line from A to Z. Like that was really cool. And it did take a while, but I'm very blessed and fortunate. And I do give the glory to God, and just, I say thank you to you guys for the process and the team as far as helping him as well, because I wouldn't be here without the team, because there was times when Tony couldn't get there or needed to go do something else, and I know he wanted to be there, and my wife had to go. So it was a team effort. It wasn't just him and I. It was everybody.
And that, my friend, is the power of being complimentary to each other. Like that part right there is you guys heard it real time, guys. So right now, can we go off mic right now and say congratulations on the count of 3 to the family? 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
family.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is what it's all about. Now they're real estate investors. It came right here off the app. They have a multi-million-dollar multi-unit, okay, with little to no money down, with a good interest rate, and they're setting up their.
I have to clean the whole house. I just want to get the big stuff. Okay.
Okay, they setting up the LLC, and now we help them. We're going to help them structure getting the rental income and doing it the correct way, and putting that property in a trust so little Casey can get that property in the future. So this is the part this is where the rubber meets the road. And if you heard, they were facing some personal challenges with their baby. And in my heart, when they told me that, man, he said, I'm in the hospital right now. Man, I don't know if y'all know, man, but kids are everything to me, man. Like, I love kids. So when I heard that, my heart is like, man, I have to get these people. I have to get this right. I can't get them. I have to get this right, man. I have to make sure they're in the right property. I have to make sure that they're not making an emotional based decision because they just want to rush into it. And whatever it takes, that right there, man, is it's a crazy story, man. And I'm proud of you guys. And then yeah, man, let's get these keys going. Yay, let's go. Anybody else want to jump in regard to that? You got it. You heard it real time. With a person that met here on the app and that's an investor right now, that went from getting pre-approved to keys in hand with their multi-unit and then structuring it. This is what we're here to do, guys. Anybody want to jump in? Anybody? Bruno, I know your mind is like going crazy. Ian?
Oh yeah, man. Hey, walking it like you talk it, man. You know what I mean? And that is the biggest difference behind everything that's being done. It's one thing to say it, right? But man, and I love to hear that. I love to hear people hop in and give and talk about their personal experiences. You know, because I'm CC Realtor. They're checking out at the cashier. No, but I'll tell you, man, and hearing it, man, from people that so to hopefully it does something for the people that are listening in, right? Hopefully, if you're on the fence about making a move for yourself, that was enough to kind of give you the nudge to say, okay, you know what? I'm listening to some real people, to people that are doing the things that they are talking about, you know. So somebody said, love this story, so powerful. Somebody on Facebook, yeah, man, that's awesome. uh but yeah, I mean, man, like it's moving, it's moving to here, you know.
Yeah, it's a great story, man. And guys, click the link above my head if you guys want to get on the waiting list. If you're a veteran or you want to support veterans or you want to go through our VA loan masterclass to where you can become a brand ambassador in the 10X Vets movement, or if you're an agent and you're looking to scale, okay, and you want to know how we were able to do this, okay, and then I owe you guys a story, and I'll tell that quick story, but I want to open up the mic. Does anybody have any value to add or any questions about 10X Vets? Anybody want to jump in? And how do you guys feel, man? I want to hear from the people. Anybody got anything else? Anybody on stage right now want to talk?
Hey, this is Matthew.
Go ahead,
Hey,
Matt.
I just want to say huge thank you for all you guys do. I love the pay it forward mentality and the growth mindset. And I specifically want to thank Ian. Met him by chance on a vacation that I got invited to, and it's only been a week, and I'm already so pumped to be in this group. I've really related to a lot you guys have said. To change, you have to change. That's been me the last few years. I'm trying to grow. I have a 2-year-old son, and that changed everything for me. My hard knock story is like, your math story. My whole life, I could live check to check. I knew I was good, but I have a family to support now, and I want to build a future for them. So I'm a complete newbie. I'm a veteran. I want to get into investing. So thanks for all the knowledge, and I'll support you guys however I can. Thank you.
Thanks for coming in, Matt. It was a good time. Yeah, so I just blew up Matt's brain yesterday when we went to a coffee shop and I gave him the blueprint about everything, and we put him into motion. So like he's on a new plan right now. It took a little while to get it through, but like you said, it's the information that you got to take and you got to get started somewhere. And yeah, Matt's a Marine Corps veteran. He settled right down here in Marietta, so he's local.
Outstanding, guys. And then this information, like I said before, what we're trying to do, man, we will reach 20 million veterans, 21 million veterans, and we're going to do it collectively and collaboratively in order for us to win. Okay. And we're not doing it by ourselves, guys. So you heard two real testimonies of people getting in here, and Marin is here. A bunch of other people are here. And then also, it's not just us as real estate professionals. It's the people who, their story, everybody has something that they take away. Like I would not have, if during the time when we left people and we had the Renew team join, that is support. The people that come into the space, the people that 387 impressions in the chat right now, 355 people who have came here, 78 people that are here in the room right now. We're not the biggest room, man, but we're the most mighty room. Okay, we're the mightiest room. And the only way we can get here and be able to kick this information for you guys is because of you. So we want to say thank you. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. 10X Vets is coming to a state near you. If you want to be a part of that, above my head, there's a waiting list. Okay. If you're a realtor and you want to become a part of our brand, get on the waiting list. If you're a realtor and you're struggling with production and you need help, get on the waiting list. If you are a military person and you or a military spouse and you want to get a transferable skill by either buying or building a business, get on the waiting list. If you want to support veterans and you're not a veteran yourself, you just want to be a part of the brand, get on the waiting list. The link is above my head. Fill out the information. Our staff will call you, see where you want to park yourself in there. And then also watch this thing blow the hell up. It's happening, okay? And it was, I'm going to tell you right now, man, I want to open this up to the moderators that actually went to the event. Okay, me telling you guys that you guys actually seeing it, I want to hear from a couple of people. Anybody want to jump in on their experience? Sierra, anyone? Betsy, Jess,
I'm here.
jump in. We want to
So
know.
the experience.
Who's that? Oh, go ahead.
So I've been an agent for 3 years. I joined Anthony and the Renew team, and we've been working together these past couple months. And I would say I actually went to a 10X event in the beginning of my real estate journey, and I left there pumped, excited, ready to go and tackle everything real estate. But throughout the years, you start getting complacent, like Bruno has mentioned earlier. And now, going back to the event this week, I came out pumped. I came out excited, ready to help veterans, ready to grow as a team, as partnering up, collaborating with other realtors from the States to bring something wonderful to veterans. So I'm just really privileged to be part of this group, privileged to be part of the family, and I just can't wait to see how many lives we change, especially for the men and women that serve our country.
Outstanding. And then I'm going to tell you, man, Bessie and I, along with Anthony, we just duked it out with an agent that was trying to get a listing from us.
Well, I had to sit down because you told me to stay quiet.
Man, Bessie was like, I want to tell you, man. Oh, I said, oh, Lord, help me, Lord Jesus. Help me, pray Jesus. All right. Hey, man, that's, that part right there, I think, the biggest fundamental thing, man, is that we're helping vets at the end of the day, and we're helping agents produce, and we're doing it through education. So I want to give a special shout out to everyone who had joined the space. Does anybody have any questions? I see Michaela as a guest. I think you have you got a hot mic. Is there something that you want to ask or any value that you have to add to the conversation? Somebody's off mute. Who's that? Okay.
That was Michaela.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions or any value to add to the conversation?
Yeah, I mean, so there was a question earlier in the chat, Tony, that I wanted to hit, and I think she bounced already. But I did want to address it for everybody that's here. So the question, I'm scrolling back up. So the question that was asked earlier, it was from T Blanca. I'm not sure if you're still with us, but the question was, and it was a while back, so we definitely appreciate your patience. Do you help us get qualified as real estate agents? Is there anything extra that we need? She said she's in California, and T will tell you, man. Yes, like we will absolutely, positively give you the blueprint and help you along the way, not only with becoming an agent, but then we will take it the next step further, and we can help you become a top producing agent by sharing with you our experiences and everything else, and then we even have a course for that, right? So, the link for you to fill out and join the waiting list. Go ahead and join that waiting list so that the next course that we have that helps you become a producing agent, we will get you on there. Oh, you.
Who's that dropping off the Huxtables at the pool, man? Somebody's, dropping a baby's arm in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah, off mute, man, dropping off the, hey. making sure y'all drinking that what do you call that? That the Mucinex, whatever to get your bowels going. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, man. But hey, man, whoever was off mute, man, don't worry, man. We all have to go sometimes. But here's what I want you guys to do real quick, man. I want every single person. Here's what I'm going to do. For the moderators, just for the moderators right now, please just listen to what I'm about to say. If you have a mod bean right now, I want you guys to connect with everybody on all of the moderators on Threads. Okay. Here's why, because I'm not the only person. It's going to be Ian, Bruno, Sierra, Anthony, Betsy. I want you guys to follow them on Threads because the best way to be able to connect with us, okay, is that social audio app that we're doing, that social media app right now. Make sure you follow them, and then I'm gonna post mine at the top. But I want you guys to follow them on Thread, follow us on Thread also, because we're going to be utilizing that. We're going to be growing that social media platform, and then follow all of the moderators on stage. Just give them a follow. Make sure you follow them, click on their profile, look through their profile, because these are the people who helped us get to where we're at. And for those of you, after they do that, I'm gonna open it up for everyone to do that. Okay. I'm gonna post mine at the top. Okay. Here in a minute, but follow Betsy, Eric, Samara, Ashley, Bruno. Okay. Hold on. Sean, make sure you follow. I want to make sure you know who our immediate team is. Stack Pack. Okay. Make sure you follow John on Threads. Okay. Give them an opportunity to get their link out there. And then I'm going to post mine at the top. And I want you guys to click that Threads link and follow us. You got us on YouTube. We had that up there. You got on the waiting list. I'm going to put that waiting list up there, but I'm going to put my Threads account up there because if you guys want to support us and you enjoy what we talked about today, I would like for you guys to follow us on the socials because that's where the information is going to get dropped at. Okay. I'm going to post my link at the top. Okay. I'm going to post it, give it to Ian so he can post it. Or maybe it's already up there. Is my Threads account up there already? All right.
No, I don't have.
Okay. Is it at the top? Do y'all see it at the top? Pull to refresh. That means take your thumb and push down. I want to make sure that mine is at the top as well.
Yeah, we got you up there, man.
Okay. All right. So click that link above my head and you'll see us posting that information out there on social media. Okay. And make sure you follow all of our faculty members here that post their thread links in the account, and then give them 2 or 3 minutes so you know who the main people are. And then I want everybody to post their stuff in there. That's our give today. Okay. So if you have a Threads account and you're trying to grow, okay, after in the next give them 2 or 3 minutes I want you guys to just click the link, follow. Okay. And then at the top of your page, the ask that I have for you guys is to follow me on Threads. Okay. And the reason why I'm asking you to do that is because a lot of the information is going to be there on the Facebook group and in the YouTube channel. That's where we're going to be posting the information there. And this is an opportunity for you guys to niche down, but we will be the #1 place to find out about 10X Vets and the VA Loan Masterclass. You're on the break. Imagine having an opportunity to get in and network with the people who are creating Amazon. That's what you're having today. So connect with us because we just told you that we inked a multi-million-dollar deal with Grant and Elena Cardone, a partnership. And you guys have the opportunity to connect with the people who helped us get there. Sierra, Anthony, Renew, John, Samara, Bruno, Alexis, Kyler, Jake, Stack Pack, Ashley, all of these people, Jess that's in here, Betsy, follow them on Threads. Okay. Jamisha, the people that are on the stage. And this is the reason why I be telling people to get on stage. Y'all gonna learn. Okay. The reason why I'm telling you guys to do this stuff is because when I told you we help people who help us, you guys are getting followers right now because you guys followed the assignment and you got on stage and you supported the space. So our give to you is to post out of 75 people, 369 people, and people that go listen to the replays. You guys are going to get followers on the app because you followed the assignment and you supported us before you saw the food on the table. You supported us when we were building the legs, cutting down the tree, okay, and getting the saw out, sanding the table. You supported us before we got this deal. So I want to say thank you to each and everyone that came into this space. 10X Vets is coming to a clubhouse near you. Hey, let's freaking go. Any questions? Anybody have any parting remarks before we shut down this space? Any questions? Comments?
For T Blanca, hey, thank you so much, T Blanca. Hey, we're actually located out here in California as well. So if you want, shoot us a message. Make sure you sign up on that waiting list, and then we'll get you in the course, and then make your 10x vet. And then shoot, I'm not sure where you are in California, but like I mentioned, we're down here in Southern California, so it's really easy for us to connect. So get up with us as soon as you can.
Outstanding, guys. And yeah, man. I mean, what do y'all got to say, man? 2 hours and 41 minutes. I mean, what do y'all have to say about this thing, man? What do you guys think, man? I mean, the mic is open. Don't be afraid to speak. Anthony, John, Betsy, who has something to for parting remarks before we get out of here?
You know what, Tony? I just want to say, look, man, I think a lot of us hung out today. We're super excited. I think we're all pumped, especially for those that were at the event and the others we shared it with when we got back. I'm just ready. I'm gonna get in the car now to head to the office, but I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to make this thing big. Let me put on my seatbelt. But I'm ready to make this thing big and just go. So all those that are partnering with us, all those that will partner with us, just know you're getting behind a brilliant man here, and just it's going to be something huge. So let's go.
That's what I'm talking about, man. It's freaking go time, baby. It is go time. Man, put a fire emoji in the chat if you enjoyed today's conversation, man. I want to give a special shout out to everyone that came to the space today that supported us, right? Remember, it doesn't matter how big the room is and how many people heard it. You will, continue to we will continue to introduce ourselves to enough people until people are introducing us. I'm going to say that again. We're going to introduce ourselves to enough people until people are introducing us. Right now, we were able to reach 372 winners. We were able to reach out to 75 people in the space right now. We had 432 impressions. You heard real time where a veteran bought a multi-million-dollar deal with a VA loan, a multi-unit, in an 8-month period. You heard how our team collectively came together without asking for anything to help them get to that space. And then, there is no, we are more powerful and more impactful than me. We love you guys. Any parting remarks today? Any parting remarks? Anything?
Yeah, Tony, man. I definitely want to give a shout out, bro. Like, I'm trying to give a shout out. One, man, to Anthony, that you called out earlier. That was on Facebook. Man, like that dude right there. I'm telling you, like, when we're talking about support, there are some people that support because they want something in return. Some people, that guy is a legit. The guy is just supporting because he believes in what it is that we're doing, man. So big ups to him. And man, hey, there's no way that I can get off the app today, man, without giving a big shout out to my wife and my business partner, my teammate, Jess. She's tuned in.
She's
She's
awesome.
currently at work, right? But she didn't let her being at work be an excuse for her not hopping on. She stayed with us throughout the entire time. And earlier we opened up the room and we were talking about doing the things that make you uncomfortable, doing the things that make you push out of the things that were kind of normal, that we've made the norm, right? We know that it's not easy to come up on stage. We know that, right? Why do you think Anthony asks you guys to raise your hands? So even if you're not speaking, just you coming up on stage, that is one step. Okay. So if you didn't get to speak today, okay, come back on Thursday and then just come up on stage. That right there is one step that you weren't doing before. Okay. And then eventually you get to the point that you go and you speak and then you start asking questions. And before you know it, you're up here. And who knows? Maybe you'll be the next one to be able to go and then sign a deal, right, with a billionaire from you having the courage to just get up here, do something that's uncomfortable. Just as she mentioned, it's something that she's not comfortable with doing, and you know what, she made it. She made it a point to say, even though it's not something that I normally do, or something that she said, you know what, screw my comfort, and she's here and she showed up. So what I'll ask everybody here is, what have you done to show up today? Thanks,
Man,
y'all.
Bruno trying to get that a banana pudding when Bruno trying to get that banana pudding,
There it
man.
is.
Put a 1 in the chat if Bruno trying to get that banana pudding when he get home.
Go, Jess!
Hey, go Jess, man. Listen, man, Betsy, I'm telling you, Kyler, everybody that's in here, man, Sierra, Samara, Alex, you see, my man over here, I like to keep him anonymous, man, because I don't want nobody stealing my creative chi. I got my man Anthony over here. And you guys have no idea behind the scenes how much stuff and how much sweat my friend over here is dripping off of his brow to make sure that we're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Christian Mingles, all of these accounts, man. I mean, shout out to Anthony and Alexis for rocking on the ones and twos. Okay. We really appreciate you guys. And I took a screenshot of Twitter Spaces. Okay. You know how many people I had on Twitter Spaces today? 3. That's it. But guess what? 3 is more than none. Y'all hear me? This clubhouse room started. Yep. This
Big, you gotta be small.
Yeah, this clubhouse room started with 2 or 3 people. Now we're at 378, and this is before we get the gasoline of 10X Vets. And then watch what's going to happen. I'm going to say this and I'm going to manifest this right now. Once this information starts to get out, the people that wasn't raising their hands, they're going to try to get in, and it's going to be too late because we're going to have too many people that are in the process of winning in real estate with the 10X Vets brand, right? So I'm telling you guys, listen, follow me on Threads. It's above my head. Get in the YouTube channel. Get in the Facebook group. Get in here, support. Follow all of the moderators that are helping us build this bridge. Shout out to Sierra, because Sierra been on my ass about getting stuff done. Shout out to Ian, my main assistant, okay, that has been rocking and rolling. I want to say I'm proud of all of y'all, man. I'm proud of everyone that understands the value of us and what we're doing for veterans, by veterans, and military spouses, because this has been our baby for a long time. And I'm telling you right now, man, we've got stabbed in the back a bunch of times. But sometimes your blessing is not for you. God is going to put you through something in order for you to get to a position, because your goal might be too small. I was thinking too small, man. I'm like, I just want to reach out to people in San Diego. And what really real estate has done is it's given me an opportunity to get bigger, which is a national brand, which I didn't even think about it, man. We were thinking small, right? We were thinking way too small. And probably the reason why some of y'all haven't achieved your goals is because your goals not large enough. We learned that yesterday, okay? Make your goals so big that they scare the hell out of you, and work diligently at it. And your resistance has to be bigger. Your resistance can't be bigger than your fear. And you're wanting to change. So you got to have goals big enough to where it scares you so much. And it's got to be for someone, because that someone is outside yourself, right? When you put your goal around reaching more people and helping people, then that's not internal, because you can only hold so much in your hand. Once your goal becomes so big that you start to influence so many people and it gets so large, you're going to have to add people to help you grow that. So if you see, I'm not even in uniform right now. I got the winning real estate hat on. You see Bruno and Ian, they already rocking the brand. And right now I have all of the people that went, the 13 people that went to this event, they're rocking the 10X brand because they actually committed themselves to going. And guess what? On this journey, we lost a person that did not want to be a part of this process. And that's fine, right? Sometimes as you're going through the journey.
Anthony, can you talk about that too, bro? How like sometimes you lose people on the journey, but sometimes it wasn't their time to get through the door. Sometimes it wasn't for you, right? And sometimes that door shuts down so that way it can protect the business. Sometimes it's good when people get out the way. I'm glad when people get out the way with the social media, with this 10X stuff, right? Anthony, you move out the way so that others can get their blessings. And if you guys agree, throw some ones in the chat, because Anthony just made me think about something. You get the negativity out before you get to the top. It don't matter what you do. It don't matter what field you in. Get the negativity, get the toxic people, get the people that don't have your back out the circle ASAP. That just made me think, Anthony, man, because, man, I get to so many levels. I meet so many people, and I'll be like, damn, I'm glad so-and-so didn't come. I'm glad they didn't come. I'm glad you showed your real colors before I got to that level. That's all I wanted to say real quick, because sometimes that door is closed to protection, right? Not every connection is connected either. So that's all I wanted to say, Anthony. Big stack, no slack.
Can I piggyback off of what he just said?
Yeah, one second. I want to say this, guys. Listen, the biggest thing that I want to say that is that, love those people who leave. Love the people who don't stay there for that process, because you have people for a season and then you have a people for a reason. Sometimes God's protection will put their arms around you as you grow and scale up your progression. that, you know, those people will fall off because they're not supposed to be there for the next level, because they're not supposed to be there. They're not supposed to be in the position to where you're going. And it's okay, guys. Okay. It does not, that part right there doesn't matter because your vision doesn't stay the same. Your vision stays the same. Where you're trying to go stays the same. It does not change, guys. Your direction of where you're trying to go does not change. And people are gonna come on, people are going to leave. And then at the same time, your tree, as long as it's rooted in what your purpose is and what you're trying to do, it doesn't matter who comes and goes. Okay. What matters most is that you have a purpose driven opportunity to grow and scale. Okay. And if people aren't in alignment with that, okay, what'll happen is that you got to get them. You have to make sure that those people are align with what you're trying to do, because they can also mutually benefit. Because what we learn in this process is it goes in complementary to what we learn is that growing in this space, we heard everybody talk about it. You will have people that are sitting in your company that will destroy your company. They will destroy you in a heart in a minute. And Bruno, I want you to talk about this because you know, you've experienced this with people that you've tried to help out that did not want help, right? And I want to land with this, and I got one more opportunity for a lady to jump in, and then we're gonna shut down the room, okay? But go ahead, jump in, Bruno.
Man, and it's so you can only help people that are wanting to be helped, right? So and a lot of times the problem lays when you want to help somebody more than they want to be helped, because then it creates tension, it creates conflict, it creates problems, right? You know, backing up where you said earlier, man, when people fall off, right? It's understanding what it is that you are learning from them falling off, right? It's one of those things where sometimes, you know, it hurts, and you're looking at something and you're feeling as if, you know what I mean, like you have a little uh, uh, like your hand is messed up, but sometimes it's realizing that, you know, having that happen over and over again sometimes creates a callus that you need for you to be able to withstand something greater, right? It's the callus that you need to be able to pick up something heavier, and just really kind of, you know, grow, man. I mean, Stack hit it when he was talking about, if the people aren't there, man, a lot of times they're not meant to be there, right? And man, and I think this weekend for me was so powerful, man, because we took a lot of information and then we sat and reflected, right, over some drinks and just talking about, you know what I mean? It just added a different perspective to things, and realizing that had certain things not fallen off, it wouldn't have created the space for something greater to be able to come in to help you elevate to get to a place that, you know what I mean, like you didn't know that you really needed, right? So sometimes it's, you know, people, they help you get to a certain place, and they all serve their purpose. I mean, everybody serves a purpose. It doesn't matter what it is. They serve a purpose. Even if that purpose was just to get you to realize, man, you know what? I got to move a little different. You know what? I got to be a little bit more cautious of who it is that I let into my circle, or I got to be more cautious on who it is that I share certain things with, right? So it gives you a lesson, right? Everything is beneficial, man, whether it benefited them or whether it benefits you. And at the end of the day, man, it's really going to boil down to how you look at it, right? Are you going to be a victim to your own stories, right? Are you going to go and then, you know, and reach something bigger and higher because you can say, I learned from that experience? Or are you going to sit your ass in a corner and keep crying and complaining about everything that's happened to you? Oh my God, all this stuff. I can't believe they did this to me. Who gives a shit, man? Knuckle up and say, you know what, man, I'm glad that happened to me, because you know what? It changed my perspective. It changed the way that I'm moving, right? I'm doing things significantly different because I went through that experience, man. You know, it's crazy, man. Because I mean, like, you know, Tony and I, we go back and we start talking about, you know, all the different hardships and adversity that we had to withstand in the military, and had it not been for that, dog, I would not be where we are today had it not been for that struggle, right? This morning, I didn't want to get my ass up to go to the gym, and I did. And you know what else I did, man? I went and I got a hoodie right, that I put on and I still wear from the unit, right, that put me through the hardship that was the worst personal hardship that I went through while I was in the military. And you know what? I go, and the days that I really, really struggle to get up and do something more, I grab that hoodie that I have right now and I put that shit on, so that whenever I'm walking by the mirror, I can say, you know what? It was that hardship that I needed for me to, to go and elevate. Brandon Dawson, when he was, giving us the conference and stuff, he was talking about how he went and lost his company at 28, 29 years old. That was millions of dollars. And he went from having millions to literally having less than 250,000, right? And didn't have anything. So you had to go and start from scratch. But you know what? Once you're conditioned, once you've done the things that you need, it doesn't matter what happens, because you know that you can always rebuild and you can always start over and you can always do something more, man. And that's the big takeaway that I had, man. I'll land my plane there for I think we had one more person that kind of wanted to tap in, but I'll yield.
There was a young lady that wanted to jump in. Who wanted to jump in? Okay, she might not be here
No,
anymore.
I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
it's Catherine. It was me. How are you?
Go
I was
ahead.
just going to add to what the gentleman that was just speaking said. And sometimes when we're questionable about our circle who we're not growing with, and we're unsure if we're to move, God makes it happen for us. He would actually remove them because not everybody is supposed to go. And that's the part that I wanted to add to that conversation. Thank you.
You're absolutely 110% right. And then sometimes you be trying to hold on to people that he's trying to remove from you because it's dangerous. That's the part that a lot of people listen. Who's been holding on to a friendship or a business relationship that you should let go, or holding on to a person within your business that they're the only one that can do that job? We heard about that, right? That person, we got to hold on to them, we got to keep them, but then they're wreaking havoc in your business and your personal life, and they're friendships that are always taking. Man, let me tell y'all something, man. Look, I want everybody right now to take their hands, palms up, okay? Both hands. I want y'all to do this. I want everybody to do this right now. And I want you to make a fist as hard as you can and ball your fist up, okay? And then I want you to open up your hands and then open up your hands with the palms up again. Which is harder, balling your fist up and then getting fatigued, or opening up your hands and letting go? Which one?
Letting go.
Letting go, because a lot of y'all people are holding on to stuff that's keeping you from your blessing. I don't have enough money. You're holding on to it. I don't have bad credit. You're holding on to it. My daddy beat me when I was a kid. My mama was a drug dealer, and didn't give me any hugs. You're holding on to stuff that's keeping you from your blessing, man. Do you want to grow or not? This is my message, man. Do you want to grow or not? Stop holding on to the rope. In the Marine Corps, they tell you if you can't go any higher, let go of the rope. Okay? Instead of sliding down the rope and burning your hand. Like, you're not going to be able to get to where you need to go until you let go of the fear of failing, or the fear of losing something that's completely killing you. Okay? So that's my message today. I want you guys to hear this. This is no spiritual thing. This has nothing to do with the 10X vets, but typically I like to end on something. I want you to ask yourself, what am I holding on to that's keeping me? What or who? I want every 70 people that stayed in this room today, I want you to put it in the chat. What am I, or who am I holding on to that's keeping me from my blessing? I want y'all to what or who am I holding on to that's keeping me from growth or my blessing? What is it? What is it, guys? Only you can answer that question. This has been a phenomenal room. Okay. This has been an outstanding space. Really appreciate you guys doing what you did today. This has been amazing. 10X Vets coming to a clubhouse near you. Facebook, follow me on Threads right above my head. Thursday, we'll be coming live to a theater near you talking about how to win. I appreciate you guys coming in here today. Be amazing on purpose. Have a great day.
Hey, Tony, look at the camera. Ian, I'm taking a screenshot. Cool, cool.
Give them the crazy smile.
Show them teeth.